This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Oh shit! Mud shark? You're not a mud shark. You're barely even a fish.
This is a pink podcast.
This is fucked up.
Win by Two, they're actually a podcast out of Philadelphia.
Who knows the Win by Two radio?
Where's John Di Caprio? Did he ask about me?
Fuck Carl. He's effectively done in this business. Owning the podcast, catching people like Dr. Mingo.
So I'm a dumb guy.
I know John Di Caprio is, but...
Take your fucking bra off, Barry!
Like, let me guess, does he attack everyone?
I'm gonna be yelling at him the whole time tonight. Your show sucks!
Shit. Give it up for your host, John.
Whoa! Is this the right thing? Hey! We're back. We're effectively... I don't even want to hit my air horn anymore, man. What the fuck is going on? Welcome back in. Philadelphia Eagles going to the motherfucking Super Bowl. Who the fuck is with me? Who the fuck is with me, man? Wow. Playing against two teams when you really think about it. I can't believe it. We're fucking back. And I'm back. We're just all back. We're back.
We're just back. In the bunker. We're doing it.
We're having it. It's going down.
It's going down, everybody.
I've missed so much. First of all, how's everyone doing? It's been a real... it's been real odd. So... As you can see, right off the bat, let's just address the elephant in the room. And no, I'm not talking about this man right here.
I'm pathetic. I'm gay.
Not Melton, not just because he's large and rotund and, well, cow in sheer size. So we were going to break this all down. There's obviously, the new studio is, and now I feel like Chad. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus.
Come. Just constantly come.
God damn it.
Fucking sucking come.
No, so there is a new studio. It's right over there. I promise I'm just one mouse away and a mouse pad from it being complete. No, in all seriousness, we're in the process of getting the new studio off the ground, but I just thought Well, it makes 0 sense for me to do all this rearranging a week before Atlantic City, because I'm going to have to break everything down and take it all to the fucking venue. And, you know, I got to go buy a train. You know, it's really hard because I don't own a car. So it's like I have to take a train and a bus. And then I think I have to take a ferry. Or is it a ferry? People take ferry. Is it called a fucking ferry? Probably not. Probably not, man. It's probably not called a ferry. A boat, if you will. I gotta take all these wild means of transportation. Then I gotta Uber from the dock to the. It's a whole thing. But either which way, Kill Kevin is next week. So I really thought long and hard about this the last 2. Well, it's only been like 10 days. It feels like a lot longer. I've been thinking long and hard about this, and the new studio and the official. This is the unofficial official soft launch, if you will, no pun intended. Coach Weekly. How's them Detroit Lions doing, Coach? Let us know how the game is from your couch this week, Coach. No, I thought about it long and hard, and yeah, the new studio will be debuting. Kill Kevin is next Friday, which there's nothing really. I mean, you've heard all the updates you needed to hear. I mean, people are trying to figure out what the fuck is actually going on. How's everyone doing, by the way? Happy, I don't even know what today is anymore. Thursday. I've been away backpacking across Eastern Europe and through the plains of Africa. It's been one wild excursion, if you will. But I'm so glad, and it's great to see everyone here. Coach Jay, well, not Coach Jay, Coach, Jay, Tracy, Sky's Neighborhood, Nasty Neil, like I mentioned. Like I said, I can't not turn on a show and see this fella, this chap, Nasty motherfucking Neil. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how he's gotten into the psyche of Dabbleverse. Are we still doing that? Are we still doing the Dabbleverse? So there's a lot to get into. We've missed a lot in this short period of time. Like I said, so the new... let me go back to what I was saying. I'm jumping ahead of myself here. The new studio will debut February something. Let's see. Let's check the old calendar here. Let's check the old calendar-ooski. What do we got? February, I think, 12th. Right? February 12th, I think, is when the new studio will officially launch and season 4 be underway. We'll have a new intro. There's a couple new graphics I've started to put up and stuff. But, I mean, why you don't come here for graphics updates? I mean, come on. You come here for the shit talk, the tea, the goss. And we have some of it. We have most of it. Anyway, there's been so much happening. There's been so much going on. But at the same time, really, everything's kind of the same. Everything's kind of the same. I mean, Steel Toe, Steel Toe, he's begging, yet he's winning and begging, much like everyone else, really. Everyone you talk to in this universe, anyone that could talk through a microphone and broadcast their message, it's always a message of winning. Everyone's just fucking crushing it. Cool, man. I mean, I guess. Awesome. It's fucking awesome. So we're going to go over some of the people who aren't doing so well. A la Geno Bisconte.
Geno's a bitch.
Not doing so well. His wife now, Keanu Thompson, where's she at? Come on down.
Okay.
She's not doing so well, even though she's going to try to spin this web of cope into the fact that, if you haven't heard, Keanu Thompson is officially fired from Simcast. Simcast being Chrissy Mayer's program, Chrissy being... Keanu being the mother of Chrissy's baby, her content baby. Like I've mentioned before, the only reason Chrissy ever had that baby or ever wanted to even have a baby, not because she wanted to be a mother, not because she wanted to fulfill her needs, fulfill her parental needs, and bring life into this world. No, that's not why Chrissy brought a child into this world. Chrissy simply brought a child into this world simply for clicks and views, to exploit the baby for cash. Really? Where is that baby? We haven't heard nothing from that baby. That baby hasn't been on a podcast. I haven't seen no Nothing. No pictures, no vids, no nothing. And maybe it's best that it's kept that way, but it's like, where is this fucking baby, you fuck? You fucking stupid, gum, tooth, weird, wonky-eyed freak. Where's the baby? I don't get mad just thinking about it. So, Keanu's fired from Simcast, but she's going to tell you, well, she's technically not fired. It was it was mutually beneficial for the both of them to cut ties with all the lies that they've been living in. And if they never wanted to see each other again, well, they both would understand. They both would understand. Shout out to Third Eyed Blind. What a fucking doozy. What a doozy, huh? How's everyone feeling in the chat? We doing well tonight? It's a Thursday night. It's going to be a great time tonight. That's all I fucking know. That's all I fucking know. So we have some Chrissy and Keanu and Melanie Mac. You guys know this Melanie Mac. We've covered her once or twice here on the program before. This, she's a woman of faith, if you will. She likes to not only pray in her spare time, well, she likes to bring her prayer and her Bible reading, her Bible study to the internet. And this is where this whole Keanu and Chrissy thing came from and stemmed from in the first place, is from this broad Melanie Mac. Talk about a, do I even dare say the word grifter? I feel like that's just too easy these days to call somebody a grifter, because if you simply make $1 on a show, I guess you're referred to as a grifter these days, right? So it's like, I mean, I don't know what is and what is. If everyone's a grifter, then no one's a grifter. Like the Ray DeVito effect. If you love everybody, you actually simultaneously, you hate everybody. You can't love everybody. So if everyone's a grifter, then does that make no one a grifter? I mean, I don't even know what world we live in anymore, to be honest with you. All I know is fucking steel toe.
Another win for the toe.
It just keeps on stacking up. I don't even know what his record is anymore. I think they ran out of paper for all the tallies he's doing. Is he still doing the tally board, or what's good on that whiteboard anymore? What's that whiteboard being used for? The tonations updates or whatever? People getting naked twister box game. I mean, I don't know what the fuck. Very fascinating stuff. So we're going to get into a whole bunch of shit. Before we jump into anything, though, let's go to the man who I will be producing a show for. Is that exciting? I'm going to be producing a show next fucking Friday in Atlantic City at the Tennessee Avenue beer stock. Kill Kevin. You guys heard of this? Huh? Kevin Brennan's return to the stage. That's loud. His big return, his triumphant return to entertainment. Should be exciting. We'll be there to capture it all. Film, stream, mics, everything else in between. Check it out. Let's check in with Kevin, because this is usually his block. You know, I'm streaming over Kevin's block right now. And God forbid you stream during another streamer's time frame. They lose their fucking mind. But I'm not playing by the rules anymore. I'm going to be streaming when I want to be streaming, which is another thing. There's going to be a schedule update, but I'll announce that probably towards the end of the show. So just stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss it, I guess, to keep up with the schedule here. I see Kevin has named his title of today's episode Black Hawk Down. As we heard, there was some, I guess, epic plane crash, helicopter plane crash happening earlier today. I don't even know where this place was. I mean, these people are idiots, really. I mean, like, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but it's like, what the fuck, man? Well, I mean, what are you guys doing? I guess you're not doing anything anymore. You're fucking dead. You're fucking dead. So, rest in peace to the dead. Kevin's title of today's episode is Black Hawk Down, which, oddly enough, was Steel Toe's title today. Black Hawk Down. They say great minds think alike. A light or a like. Either which way, you get my point. Jeff Closer coming in for $1.99. Blade, are you on the... I'm not, Jeff. I'm not. Isn't that fucked up?
And that's a fucking fact.
You know who is on the lanyard? Mr. Kill Everything. You know who's not going to be at the show? Mr. fucking Kill Everything. So, you know, that pains me, man. That pains me that I'm not going to be on this badge. Kevin Brennan's first show since God only knows when. And I'm not on the fucking thing. I'm not on the badge, man. I'm on the ones and twos, but I guess I wasn't good enough to make it on the badge or lanyard or whatever they're calling it, the sticker. So I think Mike Boschetti, Ray DeVito, who I don't even know if Ray DeVito is even going to be on the show. Ray DeVito's been messaging. We might call Ray. We might see, will Ray DeVito answer today? We might bring that segment back one last time before we kick off into season 5. He's been this. I mentioned this on the last stream, whenever the fuck that was, 2 weeks ago now at this point, that Ray had reached out and he wanted to really come to kill Kevin, but he was scared. That was 2 weeks ago, but now he is coming, but he's not coming. And if he does come and he's asked Kevin for a beer, he's going to be asked to... I don't even know what's going on. Again, my job simply from day one was just to film and make sure I had all the shenanigans caught on camera, and that's what I'll be doing. Thank you, Jeff, for that. We do appreciate that. Look at that motherfucking Eva. Gifting 5 We Buy 2 radio memberships. Shout out to Cabinet Man 007, James Bond. James Bond's fucking making cabinets. That's fucking fascinating, actually. Danny Wright, Red Slime, April LaRue, and Charlotte's Profile. Oh, Charlotte I can't even read that. It's too far away. And I got my glasses on. Thank you, Eva. Make sure we're saying thank you. If anyone's getting gifted memberships here today, let's just give a simple TY to the people like Vince Griswold here today. Shout out Vince Griswold. Stop. Shut him down. Open up. Ogen getting that gifted membership. Shout out to Ogen and everyone else becoming a part of this fine nation we like to call. Wow. The Two Nation.
Kudos to Win by Two Radio.
I almost forgot where that drop was. That's like a staple here on Win by Two. I'll just play it again.
Kudos to Win by Two Radio.
All right, so thank you, Vince. Thank you, Eva, Jeff, and Delco Lou coming in to help support the show. We do appreciate that. Let's go live into Kevin Brennan's head. Let's see what he's talking about. This is the guy I'm producing the show for, Kevin. Looks like he's watching some old Nancy Kerrigan Speaks with Press. An emotional briefing. Oh, wow. This is such a downer. Huh? Look at this.
Yeah. Much like everyone here has been saying, is not sure how to process it. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry.
Does she ever not cry? I mean, all she ever does is cry when Tanya Harding beat her half to death with that pipe. Oh my God, get it together. Women, ladies, get it together. What's with the crying? What's with the crying?
Yeah, suck it up, ladies. You're all too soft.
Which is why I'm here.
Who is this broad? Why is she crying? Olympic figure skater Nancy Kerrigan speaks with reporters at the skating club of Boston.
I thought that was weird. I didn't feel like it was right to be home.
Cushking says NK.
Doing interviews.
Yeah, it's NK.
So I called Elin. I'm like, what are you doing? I think we just all need to go together. And she said, let me call my mom. And so we're like, okay, we'll meet you in an hour. And we just wanted to be here.
Incredible.
And be part of our community.
Well, it looks like you can't do that anymore, Nancy NK.
Too, and that's why I think it hurts so much. And I mean, everything. Tenley's always here supporting the kids, and anytime I've
this is why are we watching this, Kevin? Jesus Christ!
Grow.
Let's just look at him drink.
Really work hard.
Look at him sip.
Their parents work hard to be here, but I feel like they really work hard.
Look at the guy go. Look at him sip. Kill Kevin. Make sure you get your ticket if you haven't yet. I think there's still 2 tickets. I don't even know how that's possible. I think there's still 2 tickets left to this event. They're $20. I thought they were sold out. Turns out they're not sold out. And then they were sold out. And then now it's not sold out. But I think last I heard there was still a half a ticket left. So if you're a half a retard or a half a person, if you're disabled or you walk with a limp of sorts or you have some sort of disease and you're just less than the rest of us, reach out to www.killkevin.com and purchase your half a ticket there, you freaks. All right, so I don't know why are we watching Nancy Kerrigan? I don't know who this person is. I guess she had something to do with the fatal plane crash. I mean, everyone's, come on, the fatal plane crash. Okay, we get it. The pilots are retards, right? Again, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but fuck, man. If that were me, and I crashed and killed a whole bunch of people, lucky for me, I don't have my pilot's license, so winning there, I guess. You would all call me fucking retarded. Like, did you not see the plane there? Was it your first time flying? Were you drunk? I guess these are questions we'll never know, because obviously the people are, well, they cease to exist. And that's pretty unfortunate, I do have to say, but I don't mean to make light of a dark situation, but I handled death very weirdly. Shout out to Isaac motherfucking Walmart. Gifting 5 to, you guys in these names. Spiderfinger. Solid. Moskin Bail Bonds. Interesting. Grizzlehorn. I'm just going to call you Double M. I don't even know how to pronounce that first name. Get a better first name. And Chad Abuzamak. Chad Abuzamak, who's a staple on the Steel Toe program. There's 3 things that are for sure. Well, 4 things, really. 4 things that are for sure on any Steel Toe program. That is obviously the begging. That is obviously the late to the news. This guy reads news stories that are like 5 weeks old and presents them to you as if like they're just breaking. So that's 2. 3 is Chad Abuzamak mentioned. There's a Chad Abuzamak whiteboard, Tonations, leaderboard, I don't even know, cuckitude. I don't know what's going on that whiteboard anymore. Again, it started off as something so simple as let's just keep the Vikings score and record. And then now it's turned into complete and utter chaos. I tell you, chaos. Presented to you by Chad Abuzamak. And what's the 4th thing? Oh, a Patrick Melton mentioned. Could you even imagine that? The guy, can't stop mentioning It's really sickening. It really is sickening, to be honest with you. But shout out to Chad Buzmak and shout out to Isaac Walmart for the 5 gift that we do. I do appreciate that, helping support the show here. Coach motherfucking Dayla.
Another win for the toe.
Another win for the coach. Another win for the Law Day. Gifting a win by 2 radio membership to Ozone, who's a frequent flyer around here in these parts of the internet, I guess. I don't even know. What parts are we in? Shout out to Dayla. Thank you so much. And Iwa says, and obviously, Happy New Year to you and yours. I forgot to mention that. Well, fuck me. I forgot to. Happy New Year to you and your families at home. It's been a wonderful New Year thus far. Obviously, not for these people who crashed and burned. Yikes, man. How come it's every year around this time, there's always helicopters crashing? A couple years ago, it was Kobe Bryant. A couple years before that, there was another guy who crashed. And then now, Nancy Kerrigan's people. It's kind of fucked. Where did that go? Oh, here it is. Eva, Happy New Year. Yes, thank you. Happy New Year to you, Eva, and everyone else here today. Happy New Year. I'd just like to say it. If I haven't mentioned it already, I like to say it again. Happy New Year to you, you and yours. All right, let's keep it moving. I don't even know what we're doing here anymore. I'm just kidding. Let's go to what I wanted to start with, and this is something that's going to put me in a really good mood here. You guys know Felicia Gelispe? Well, I see nobody covering a lot of the shit that we're going to be going over. It might be like a week old, but I see nobody covering it for whatever reason. I don't know. And we have to present this to you. We have to present this because Felicia is, she does comedy. And I say that term loosely, by the way. Shouldn't be doing comedy in 2025. Comedy, if you're doing comedy, comedy's for guys like Ray DeVito and for people like April Brooker. That's who comedy is for these days. All right, you guys missed a boat on comedy. No offense, but you probably should pick another career. That's just me. And she has been trying to pick up lately and start her own YouTube journey as a streamer, this Felicia Gelispe. So I guess shout out for taking initiative and taking the power back. I mean, I don't know what you're really even doing, but she posts these Twitter updates of when she's going to perform stand-up comedy. Gotta love it, man. Let's check her out. She's really excited to tell some jokes. Let's check her out. Felicia, please take it away. Happy New Year, Eva. Okay. So she's what the kids call these days in her bag. Wow. So she's listening to Cardi B song, I believe it is, or is this Meg Thee Stallion? I can't quite tell. They sound very alike. She's listening to one of these females talk about grabbing their twats and rubbing their tits. And she's feeling herself. She's dancing. She's got a beanie on. She's really thinks she's crushing it right now. Chris coming in for a member for 19 months. Happy New Year to everyone, Chris. Again, I don't even want to play. I wish I could burn that soundboard over there. It's kind of fucked up. Chad he buys a Roadcaster, and now this is literally every sound drop is one of these. By the way, that's going to be one of my missions here in 2025, I think, is to put an end to the air horn. Tired every show. If it's not Nasty Neil on every fucking show, it's people overusing the fucking air horn. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. So I'm going to be looking into removing my air horn. Happy New Year to you, Chris, and everyone else in the in the fine nation that is Canada. All right, so Felicia, she's dancing. She's really feeling herself. She's grooving to the music. Check her out. And I don't know what this move is here. I think she's attempting to do a salsa dance. But this ain't no salsa dance I ever seen, Felicia. What is this little move here? Looks like she's practicing to be a waiter. You know how waiters hold their trays on one hand and have to move through people to deliver the food to people's tables. This is the move she looks like she's going for here. Wow. Moves. Hashtag moves. Then you just have a random... I mean, imagine this is why I don't film out in public. Myself, looking like an idiot. You have just random people walking by in your video. I mean, Jesus Christ, Felicia. I mean... Okay, I mean, just everything people do, I mean, it doesn't have to be broadcasted online. It doesn't need to be shared. I think that's a good lesson I think we could take away from this program here today. Tracy coming in for a member for 7 whole months.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
And she says, Merry fucking Christmas. Well, why stop there? I mean, why don't we just merry and happy all of the holidays while we're at it? Happy New Year, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Labor Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Easter. Who here is a big fucking Easter fan? I know that's my favorite holiday. Easter is so underrated. I'm the biggest Easter simp there is. I love me some fucking Easter, man. Trust me. It's better than Christmas. It's better than New Year's. It's better than, I mean, really, all of the rest of the holidays. What other holiday, do you know that you get candy, food, and, if you're lucky, maybe a few cards with some cashola in them? Easter is slept on. Happy Valentine's Day while we're at it. I'm trying to think, did I miss any holidays? St. Patrick's Day, if anyone's Irish, or if you're just a severe alcoholic, happy St. Patrick's Day. And Cinco de Mayo. I mean, did we get them all? And of course, happy fucking New Year. Thank you so much, Tracy, for the 7 months. That is greatly appreciated. We're going to keep it on Felicia here. I mean, this is something she's doing. And I don't know why she's posting them on Twitter. What are the numbers getting here? I mean, 2,000 views ain't nothing to sneeze at, Aaron M. Holt. You go to the Steel Toe Morning Show these days. The man, he can't crack fucking 3,000 views to save his fucking life. So, yeah, 2,200 views ain't nothing to sneeze at. Felicia, this was a couple weeks ago. On my way to Liberty Funny Bone, right outside of Cincinnati. Like, who is going to see these shows? Shows this Thursday-Saturday. So much snow and ice. Is that lingo for meth? April!
Going to be a real hoot.
April was smoking that ice. Hoping I make it out alive. All right, so let's see what this is about. Felicia's really, okay, so she's driving. So her post just read, there's so much snow and ice. So much snow and ice, hope I make it out alive. Yet she's driving and not only filming herself, but she's like doing TikTok dances. I mean, this is a hazard. And, this is why, no offense with ladies here in the chat, but ladies probably shouldn't be driving vehicles. They should only be subjected to probably Ubers, Lyfts, and maybe bicycles. I'll give you bicycle. This is, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is how you kill somebody. I don't know what this move is either here. This is like the white girl snap into the camera. Oh, we got like a grand finale of snaps here at the end. Look at this. I did not see this coming. Snap, 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 snap. Hey! Wow. The talented Felicia Gelispe, showing us all her moves. Jesus Christ. Oh, did I forget Halloween too? Happy belated Halloween, Chris, and to everyone else. It's never too early to get them costumes. What are you guys going to be this year for Halloween? You got to prepare early these days. If not, you go out and try to buy a costume in October. Good luck trying to be, Dr. Seuss or whatever costume you're trying to buy. Start shopping now. Work smarter, not harder. Pre-plan. You'll always be ahead. If you pre-plan in life, you'll always be ahead. It's a great message. I think we can take away from this episode as well. Chris, thank you so much for the 2. And happy Halloween to you and yours as well. Need some candy corn now. Tone Travel says, happy Halloween. Welcome back. Another happy Halloween. It is getting spooky in here. I should have fucking dressed up. Now I feel like I'm underdressed here today. Thank you, Tone Traveler, for the member to the sub toe. The greatest toe here, this side of the Mississippi. Thank you.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
I think we just had one more 5-monther coming in. Coach Aaron the Rat.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Wow. A lot of coaches here today. You sandbagging son of a laurel. How was your trip to Spicer, Minnesota? Well, one doesn't, engage in polycule activity and tell. What kind of guy would I be? Coach Aaron the Rat. But it was nice and swingy. We'll just leave it at that. Nice and swingy. Thank you for the membership. That's 5 fucking months.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
No, kudos to Aaron the Rat and kudos to J.E., another mod coming in for 17 months, says, would you? I would respectfully decline. Would you? Is the question, Jay. Now I know what Jay's going to say. I know what he's going to say. Duh. Come on. Well, you wouldn't? Bro, it's cap. Well, I don't know if you would say cap. Jay, do you say the words cap? Yeah, see, Chris is already gassing him up here. Would you know you? All right, maybe not gassing him up. Maybe gassing me up. I don't know what.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Just kudos and thank you for the 17 months here on the Stub Toe. All right, so we have Felicia, and I think we have one more little Felicia clip here to just get us in the right dancing mood here to start the show here. Hotels After Midnight. Let's see what this one's about here. Felicia's been documenting her whole comedy experience over the last couple of weeks. So she's got this wonky ass filter, and I guess there's somebody playing the. I don't even know. Like, where do you find these hotels at? If somebody was playing the drums in the hotel I was staying at while I was trying to perform comedy, I would probably try to find another hotel. Just call me crazy. Okay, so maybe it was a song. Maybe not, somebody wasn't playing the drums. It was a cool edit she put together. So not only can she dance, she could put together really cool TV-looking edits. That's awesome. So not only does she do comedy, and she should try to like get on Comedy Central or something. Not only does she do TikTok dances, which should be blowing up any day now, if you ask me, by the moves that I've been displaying here on the screen. But she also does some really cool fucking edits. She's practically Martin Scorsese. I mean, she's pretty much the next best editor and director and dancer and joke teller. Wait for it. Wait for it. And there she goes, staring off into the abyss. I mean, I don't know what the point of that video was. I mean, literally, the title reads Hotels After Midnight, and it's a weird, just cool edit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the kids find trendy these days, but I guess that's it. I guess I should really just shut my fucking trap and take fucking notes, huh? Either which way, that's Felicia living her best comedic life. I'm going to be overusing the shit out of that soundboard. Or the sound effect, rather. The Kush King member for 15 months. She looks like the kid from... She kind of does. Actually. She kind of does. How would I even search a kid from Terminator 2? Kid from Terminator 2. Edward Furlong? Is that his name? There's no... Oh, yeah. This is her. Or him? Is it a her or a him? In a lot of ways, this kid was ahead of their time, not being able to tell which gender they are. Quite the feat there. Edward Furlong is the name. Look at this. This is Felicia as a child. Great reference. Is this him now? Is this Edward now? He looks like he's fucking iced out, if you guys catch my drift. Look at this fucking sweaty fucking sack of fucking donuts. Yikes! Edward, yikes. Yeah, look at him. This is Felicia. This is Felicia. I mean, if you didn't know any better, this could pass off as Felicia's mugshot. Especially if I have it on a max zoom like this. And I offered you right now, without thinking, without hesitating, I'd give you $50 if you answered correctly. Who is this? I'm like, oh, this is Felicia Gillespie. And I'd say, wrong, it's Edward Furlong was his name. Edward Furlong. Look at this guy. I mean, talk about a tweaker, huh? I know a tweaker when I see a tweaker. And this guy be tweaking. This guy be tweaking. Or gal. I mean, I still don't know. Because then you got this picture and it's like, do you have any facial hair? Are you capable of growing any? If you're incapable of growing any sort of stubble, I'm not saying you have to grow a nice beard or anything like that, but if you're just incapable of growing any sort of stubble, like Aaron can grow a mustache, but I don't even think that counts. Like, I think anyone can grow a mustache. I mean, hell, Butters has grown mustaches back in his day. But if you're unable to grow any sort of fuzz around the cheekbones, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you, and I want nothing to do with you. So keep your distance. If you're in Atlantic City and you're incapable of growing any sort of whiskers out of your cheekbones, steer clear of the one they call Blade. All right, where do we go from here? I'm feeling this. Brink 182. Brink 182? Is that the band's name? Fook, It's Bad. Ice Ice Baby. I got to put that on the board, actually. That'd be a great drop right about now. No T. No testosterone, I guess Brian is referring to. Yeah, I mean, it's like, well, then just go get some fucking, hormone replacement there. Don't they have that TRT? And it's like, bitch, you're in Hollywood. You could afford TRT. I'm surely you know some doctors in Hollywood that are corrupt as fuck that would give you. I mean, look at this shit, man. Somebody put this guy in a rehab center if he's not already dead. Yikes. All right. Sorry, that was a great reference by Kush King. All right, where do I want to bounce around to? No pun intended. I want to, let's see. Let me see here. I think I want to go over to this producer ESO thing because we have covered this before, and I think this is a nice way to put a conclusion, nice ribbon on it. And if you haven't heard, I mean, I'm sure you have by now, but just in case you haven't, and you haven't been keeping up with this sort of thing, producer Isolini, Iso Do Prosciutti Jr., the third, well, he was finally charged, convicted, and sentenced the other day. It's one less kid diddler off the streets. So shout out to law enforcement for doing their jobs. We back the blue over here. With this, obviously, I back the green in any other sort of circumstance. But in this case, I do back the blue. Just don't be a fucking creep. You know, it's pretty simple. It's not asking a lot. Just don't be a fucking weirdo. You know what I mean? Like, why children? I never understood that about, like, some people are that sick that they have to resort to that. Like, it's some weird thing they got going. I mean, I don't even know. It's disgusting. I mean, honestly, I think these kind of people, Aaron calls them PDF files or cheese pizza people who like to view cheese pizza. I mean, the guy can't say child porn or pedophile for whatever reason, but he wants to claim he's a fucking internet shock jock. You're not. You're not an internet shock jock or a attempted internet. You're nothing, really. I mean, let's be real. You're nothing. But, yeah, he can't say these things. I honestly think those people, the pedophiles of the world, the people that are into this sort of sick, demented, twisted, let's corrupt the youth in more ways than one. If we just shot them, took them out in the public square, broadcasted them on live TV or on Win by 2 radio for the world to see, and literally just took them out, hung them, hanged them, or is it hung them or hanged them? Pretty sure it's hanged them. Shot them, something. I guarantee you would have guys like producer Isolino S. Prosciutto Jr. the third, the weirdo creep from the Shuley Network, but this is how this all entangles into this Dabbleverse. You would have people think twice because, I mean, imagine like that's how you go out. You get caught and then you get hung upside down and alligators have to feed on your fucking limp carcass. I mean, that's the way you go out. When you touch a child, there's alligators that just pick apart your live body, by the way. You don't get any drugs. You don't get any alcohol. You don't get any nothing. You get alligators to the brain. People would think, they would start to think twice. I mean, there has to be a point in time. Oh, and I know that's inhumane. We can't do it. No, we can. That's, you know, it's just so fucked up that people do this shit. And it goes on a daily, minute by minute basis, really. It's sick. And these people get off scot-free in my eyes. So, you know, if it were up to me, if I was the president, that would be my first executive order. Public square, broadcasted on YouTube on my channel, exclusively alligators. Coach Aaron, the motherfucking rat. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Coming in for 10, thank you. Says, tell Chad to be careful at his event. Someone might try to bean dip his moves. Holy shit. Well, we're going to go to a clip coming up from Melton, the Noble Eggs Onions program from, I believe it was last night, where, and this is hilarious to me too, man. I mean, I'll get into it more when we get up to the Melton stuff later. But you hear Melton last night. I'm not sure if anyone, by a show of hands, please don't raise your hand. I mean, that is such a fucking rookie move. But he's talking big time to Chad. He goes, if Chad even sneezes on me the wrong way, I'm going to beat the brakes. And these are Melton's words. Beat the brakes off. Now, look, there's not a lot of fights that I would pay. I would pay to see a Chad Zumach versus Patrick Melton fight. Simply because of the fact I think neither would win. And if anyone would win, I think it would be Chad. Melton is too slow. You have to remember that. Just because Melton is 6'9", 537 pounds, he's fat. He's out of shape. So you just take a couple laps around him. He's out of breath. Chad probably would fight dirty. and like bite his ankles or something. I mean, they don't call him the motherfucking mud shark for nothing.
That's a fucking fact.
So he would start gnawing at the ankles and then like tie his shoelaces together, the old fucking cartoon slip and fall. And the rest would be history. The rest would be history. Bill from Jersey would jump in, give a flying elbow. Who else? Ewa would probably come in with a fucking chair. Bang. You died. So, no, it would be, I would honestly put my money on Chad if I were a betting man. But luckily, I'm not. So, there's that. But we'll get into the Melton stuff coming up later. We have this little update. Thank God for law enforcement. Producer Iso from the Shuley Network. By the way, thank you for the 10, Mr. Coach Rat. This was from Carlos Danger, actually had posted this. The disposition from producer Iso, the once formerly known producer on the Shuley Network. And what do they know? You know, that's always been the question. What does the Shuley Network know? What did they know at the time? Shuley, obviously, and all his cast of cronies, they obviously claim, they plead the fifth, they have no idea, they had never knew anything, nothing ever seemed off with this producer Iso character. But when you look at him, he gives you those vibes. I don't know what it is about a pedo that gives you that kind of, you just know one when you see one, right? Or at least I do. And then, like I said, all the guys at the Shuley Network, producer Phil Russo claims he had no idea. Now, producer Phil Russo is damn near a criminal. So it's like, come on, man. Nobody knew anything. That's what you're willing to go with. Whatever. You know, the truth will come out eventually, I guess. But this was the update from producer Iso. Defendant is sentenced to the custody of the Bureau of Prisons to be in prison for a term of 60 months. Cost of incarceration fee waived, supervised release upon release from imprisonment for a term of 10 years. Restitution in the amount of $42,000. Interest waived, no fine, no JVTA assessment due to the court finding defendant indignant to, no AVAA assessment, $100 special, blah, blah, blah. Basically, what you need to know is he got 5 years, $42,000 in fines, which, again, it's like, that's not even that long. 5 years? The guy had 6,000 images of children. How many children were harmed making those images and videos and whatever else he had? So that's what you have to think of. 5 years, I mean, that's just the punishment. The crime does not fit the punishment in this sense. Like, again, these people will continue to re-offend every time, because if they're like, okay, I just got to pay $40,000 and go away for 5 years, that's nothing. That is literally nothing for years of sickness. Again, alligators, town hall, streamed on my channel. We'll take care of them. So then we go to this short little clip here from, I guess this was one of the local news stations that had picked it up. Rochester's local news, Shuley's BFF and producer is sentenced. So this is the little update we have for producer Isolini.
A Hilton man who pled guilty to possessing porn involving little kids received a 5-year sentence today. Prosecutors say 38-year-old Isolino Prosciutti Jr. possessed multiple desktops and computers containing over 5,000 images and 28 videos of child pornography involving prepubescent minors. Investigators say some of the images...
Prepubescent minors! So kids that are like 9, 10, 11, like some real sick shit. Some real sick, dark, twisted, demented shit.
Tops and computers containing over 5,000 images and 28 videos of child pornography involving prepubescent minors. Investigators say some of the images depicted sexual abuse of infants or toddlers and...
Sexual abuse to infants and toddlers. Again, you know, he should have to serve however many images and videos he have. You should tally those up, and that's how many years he should get. Or like something. 5 years this guy got. That's nothing.
Violence against children. In addition to 60 months in prison, Prosciutti is ordered to pay restitution totaling $42,000 to 14 victims.
Wow, so about
Hilton man.
$3,500 a victim or something like that. But hey, at least for the next 5 years, there is another pedophile off the streets. I really hope that, that these people really, like the people from the Shuli network, they really start uncovering some, of the secrets that Shuli had and what he knew, because it's fucked. I'd almost guarantee that Shuli knew something regarding this. And again, he's going to sit there and tell, because he has to, right? He can't say that he did, right? Shuli's image is already fucking tarnished and it's already shot to shit. You throw that on top of it, and actually, I say he would be done, but it's like people have done way worse, and people continue to accept them back. Just look at Aaron Emholt. He's built a community of cucks around him. So you don't think like a community of pedos would rally around Shuli if it ever came out that he had involvement in this in some sort of facet? They rally around, they stick together. Cucks stick together, pedos stick together. They all stick together. Line them all up, feed them some cyanide, and, let's just take them out one by one. I mean, what are we waiting for here? Is that too much? I don't feel like it is. I really don't feel like it is. Maybe not for the cucks. The cucks is one thing. It's unfortunate for yourself if you're a cuck. But if you're one of these people, I mean, really, you have more problems than I even care to even want to bring on to this show, to be quite honest with you. But nevertheless, 60 months, $42,000 worth of fines. Yikes, man. Speaking of which, I want to keep on the Shuli was like 5,000 images is okay, but 6,000, that's where I draw the line, says Detroit by Dark. If 5,000, what's 5,000 images? 6,000, what the fuck, man? ESO, man, you're really stepping in some shit. You mean to tell me you had 6,000 images? Yeah, go get fucked, Shuli. Sean Daly says, Shuli is still worried about Stuttering John's brain dead. Shuli, wait, what happened? Shuli's still worried about Stuttering John brain dead. Shuli, what a life, huh? Huh? Even Butters came down to check on that one. Yeah, well, that's what they're doing now. I think I know what you're saying. Between Carl and Shuli, Stuttering John had left the internet apparently for the 90th time. But he really didn't leave the internet. Now he's just doing cameos. The only way you can get Stuttering John to do any sort of video is to pay him to do a cameo. And what people do is they send him this script he has to read, which he'll do, and then Carl and Shuli will, literally make entire episodes over like a 2-minute cameo. It really is some bizarre stuff. It's like, at what point do you guys have to wake up and look at yourselves and say, and just like, this ain't it, man. This ain't it. It's almost like what Melton is doing with Steel Toe. Every now and again, you'll get Melton covering something else, but for the most part, it's just Steel Toe. You just really beat it into the ground, to be honest with you. Yeah, the guy, he's insane, and we'll go over a little bit of the toe here today, but it's not the entire show. It never was the entire show. Here, when you start to make one guy your entire show, it does become a little insane. And that's what these people have done, Shuli, Carl, and others, really. I get it. Stuttering John is a fucking idiot, buffoon, but to be covered on a daily basis, multiple times a day, it's like, Jesus Christ, dude. The thing is, I don't know how some people still, to this day, like, really want that content. They need that anti-Stuttering John hate content. It's really bizarre, because you saw it with Chad. Chad started doing anti-Stuttering John material. It took a weird twist and turn along the way, but you had all the people rally around Chad because they hated Stuttering. It really is something else. How you could hate somebody so much, you're willing to watch, you would pay to watch them suffer and burn and die. It's wild. It's like, yikes. Why don't you just take a breather, take a step back. It's going to be okay. And maybe hit up Melanie Mac. Melanie Mac, the fake, I don't even know what she is, fake Christian girl that LARPs as this Bible-thumping, I'm going to tell you the word of the Lord from the book of Genesis, and we're going to eat Holy Communion together and sing in a fucking circle and dance and praise the Almighty, all while calling people faggots. I mean, it really, I've never seen anything like this. This has been Melanie Mac's big claim to fame. Now, imagine that being your claim to fame. Melanie Mac, over the last, I'd say about 6-ish months, people don't really know her for the Christian stuff all that much. She doesn't really have a big following in that aspect. They don't really know her from her Simcast appearances or from her little appearances from the Quartering. She'll hop on Jeremy from the Quartering show and do fucking an hour about video games and Harry Potter novels. I mean, it really is quite the spectacle, but people don't know her from that. People know her from simply being the faggot girl, the girl that just yells the word faggot, like as if she just discovered the word, as if she just discovered fire. She has to reuse this word so much. Again, it's just like, okay, it's not even that edgy. It really isn't that edgy. And that's how you could tell who's really thin-skinned, like on the internet and just in life in general, when people get that worked up by hearing the word faggot. I mean, it really, even if you're calling somebody a faggot, like it doesn't cut. It's not what it once was 15, 20 years ago. It's like, okay. I mean, I've heard worse. I've seen worse. But these people, I mean, I don't even know. I don't know who they are. I think they might be bots. Most of them, I think, might be bots. But this is who this chick Melanie Mac is. And this is all going to tie into Keanu and the Simcast thing. We're going to get into here in a second. Bub's ass coming in says, Shuli has been copying Melting again, watching those work training videos. He also copied Melton's art competitions. Shocker. Noga says, Julie couldn't do anything original to save his yarmulke. I concur. Pointing Pachyderm says, okay, I see. Chrifter. Is that what they call the Christian grifters? Chrifters. Iwa says, why Melton didn't even mention Issa? Well, because, looks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Again, band of brothers. They got to stick together. And also, too, I think it goes furthermore. Melton doesn't even necessarily hate Shuli. He just wants Shuli to apologize for this past beef that they had, where Shuli, I guess, lied about Melton. I mean, it really is insane. But it's not like Melton hates Shuli. He kind of is like indifferent, impartial on Shuli. So he'll never call this shit out. He'll never speak out against anything. And you'll never hear Melton say anything bad about Shuli unless he's wanting Shuli to apologize. It really is kind of head scratching. But here, this is Melanie Mac. This is who this chick is and how she's gotten her claim to fame. This is what she wants to be portrayed as, this badass, tell it how it is. If you don't like me, I'm going to call you a faggot online. Look how edgy this chick is. This chick, I mean, as far as edgy goes, she's probably a 10 out of 10 on the edgy Richter scale. Check it out.
If you're a man and you vote for a woman to be president, you're a faggot.
I mean, I don't even necessarily disagree with the woman there. But again, it's just like, okay, cool. And you got Milo Yiannopoulos saying she's perfect. I mean, is she? She's perfect? Again, this is who this chick is. We're going to show you what she's actually does. So she wants to come off as this like badass. You're a fag. I'm a fag. We're all fags. Is that the only fucking video? I mean, I'm sure there's more. I literally typed in Melanie Mac faggot. Let me see. Well, I mean, you get the point. I mean, you just search Melanie Mac on Twitter and it's just her calling people fags. That's all you really need to know. Melanie Mac. Here she is. Look at her. Gamer, carnivore, and she is a Jesus freak. I'll let that one sit right there for a second. She's a Jesus freak. There's nothing wrong of liking Jesus, but to put it in your Twitter bio seems a bit weird to me. Okay, is this more of her calling? No, that's a stream. Oh, here we go. Here's more.
It's the same thing. It's Melanie. Say the word. Why didn't you say the word today, Melanie? Why didn't you say it yesterday? Why not again? Say it again. Is that all I am as a word? I am so much more than just a word. And I have much more to offer. So don't think you can trick me. Don't think you can tell me what to do. Because I see you. I see, and I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not dumb. I wasn't born yesterday.
Here it comes.
Try as you might. I'm not going to fall for it this time, faggot.
Wow, I didn't see that one fucking coming. That's comedy there for you right there. In Ray DeVito's definition of comedy, that was comedy. You never saw it coming. Boom. Before you knew it, you look up, and she's hitting you over the head with the word faggot again. Look at this. This is all she does.
Faggots.
All day.
Can't post anything on social media because somebody's offended with some crayon flag in their bio. Faggots!
I don't even necessarily disagree with some of this shit, but it's like, we're going to show you what she does, and this is the whole reason why Keanu had this big stink over her on Simcast, and why she's not working on the fucking Simcast program no more. Shout out, by the way. Shout out to being fired. So now, all in a 6-month time frame, we have to remember, Gino Bisconti fired from Compound Media. Let go. When he tried to be onboarded to Compound Censored, Gavin McKinnon said, no, thank you, we're good. Then Geno Bisconte loses his YouTube channel. Gone. Bye. Poof. It's in the dust. As if it never existed. Fugazi. And now, Keanu Bisconte has been fired. So, I mean, just talk about a string of bad luck in the Bisconte household. I mean, talk about some bad motherfucking juju.
If I could be a Jew right now, I would be a Jew.
Besides the bad juju that's chilling over the heads of the Bisconte. I mean, it's just insane. These people can't hold down anything without getting fired. So this is the chick that I guess got Keanu fired. And it speaks volumes because, again, Keanu is allegedly Chrissy's content baby's godmother. And Chrissy said, no, thank you. I'd rather pick my friend Melanie Mac over you, which is pretty unbelievable.
They got like this furry, tooty, pornography crap. Faggots!
Edgy.
Can't even get an email. Because when you get an email from a business, a corporation, whatever, pronouns and a signature. Faggots!
Sweet.
You got homos buying children. What kid wants 2 faggot daddies? Faggots! What happened to this?
She sounds like a child, like who, can't get their way in a store. Like she wants a piece of candy and they're being told no, and now she's throwing a temper tantrum.
Closet! Is the closet just public square now? Faggot!
Okay, so, I mean, you get the point. That's Melanie Mac. And for the first time here today, we're going to go over to the TV. Now, let's show you. Look, okay, here she is. This is the same chick. The fag chick here. This is what she does. Acts 1 through 3, NLT, Bible Time with Melanie Mac. So happy to have this channel where I read the Bible to you all. Reading the Bible daily has changed my life, and my goal has been to encourage as many people as possible to read and hear the word of our God. So I hope this helps. Today, I'm reading Acts 1 through 3 from the New Living Translation. Stay tuned for more. Okay, let's see what you got, Melanie. Let's see what you got. Coach Aaron the Rat says Keanu's mom caught on fire.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
POTUS Felonia says, would you? I can neither confirm nor deny, but no, I would not. It's just internet chicks that do this on the net, man. It's just, because it's basically they're one step away from losing their YouTube channel and ending up on OnlyFans. And I'd be damned if that were to happen to me. So for the simple fact, I mean, look, do your thing, ladies. If you want to do the internet, that's all fine and good. It's just, that's not for me. So no, I would not. But Melanie, this is her Bible studies, Bible time with Melanie. Okay, let's see. By the way, thank you, Coach Aaron the Rat. Keanu's mom caught on fire because of all the firing that's going on. See what he did there? He made a fucking joke. Went over my head the first time. I had to read it 3 times. Thank you, Coach. We salute you. All right, Melanie, what you got for us?
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my Bible reading channel, where my goal is to bring the Word of God to as many people as possible. So today I will pick up where we left off.
Hey, why don't you link your Twitter in your description, huh? So you could, your audience could see you yelling the word faggots. How would they feel? How would your Christian audience feel about you yelling the word fanook?
We're starting in the book of Acts.
My favorite, by the way. I love Acts. It's my favorite book, right behind Corinthians and Genesis. Really gets the blood going.
In my first book, I told you, Theophilus, about everything Jesus began to do and teach until the day he was taken up to heaven, after giving his chosen apostles further instructions through the Holy Spirit. During the 40 days after he suffered and died, he appeared to the apostles from time to time, and he proved to them in many ways that he was actually alive, and he talked to them about the kingdom of God.
Did he?
Once he was eating with them, he commanded them, "Do not leave Jerusalem until the Father sends you the gift he promised. As I
sounds so stern.
Told you before, John
You may not leave Jerusalem until you receive a gift.
Baptized with water, but in just a few days you will be baptized with the Holy Spirit." So when the apostles were with Jesus, they kept asking him, "Lord, has the time come for you to free Israel and restore our kingdom?" He replied, "The Father alone has the authority to set those dates and times, and they are not for you to know, but you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you."
Oh, God, man. I mean, Jesus. You know, the way they write things, maybe I just have a sick mind.
No, but you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you.
Yikes.
And you will be my witnesses, telling people about me everywhere, in Jerusalem, throughout Judea, in Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. After saying this, he was taken up into a cloud while they were watching, and they could no longer see him. As they strained to see him rising into heaven, 2 white-robed men suddenly stood among them. "Men of Galilee," they said, "why are you standing here, staring into heaven? Jesus has been taken..."
Isn't that what you've been telling us to do?
"From you into heaven, but someday he will return from heaven in the same..."
Okay, I want to see your synopsis. I'm not really interested in the Bible reading portion of this segment. I just want to see her synopsis and how she is trying to help bring God into many people's lives who can't find the big G on themselves. Imagine, look, first of all, if you're one of these people who have to look, if you need God, if you want to be a born-again Christian, I'm not here to judge your fucking whatever, but imagine going through this chick and be like, you know what? I listened to your Bible readings, and now I'm a born-again Christian. Thank you so much, Melanie. Thank you. Without you, I would have perished away in the fiery pits of hell, burning with all of the other evilness and the producer Isos of the world. You know, it's just like, guys, if Melanie Mac is your vessel to the afterlife in heaven, it's like, you got more issues than I know I know how to handle. I mean, that's insane. I mean, go see a fucking therapist or something, man. Melanie Mac ain't it, trust me. Coach Aaron the Rat says, "Are you a believer, Blade?" It's funny. I did go to Catholic school from grades 1 to... It's not that I'm not a believer. I have a issue, and I don't want to make this a religious thing, Coach Aaron the Rat. But it's just the way just how everything is, really. The way the Catholic Church is just corrupted, and there's a bunch of producer ESOs running around. It leaves a sour taste. Now, look, that has nothing to do with the big G upstairs. I fully understand that. But when you are taught and raised a certain way for, basically your entire childhood, the most important developmental years of your life, and then you find out it's all one big, smoke and mirrors operation going on, all to make fucking money and to, invite kids into your place of worship. It's just, you're like, you're supposed to be the person who is leading me to the word. Which is the kind of like, in a smaller example to Melanie, it's like, you're yelling faggot all day online. I mean, I'm sure God doesn't appreciate that. Or maybe he does. Again, I don't know. I mean, who am I to fucking cast, judgment or anything else on you? I have no idea, to be honest with you. I'd like to say yes, but I don't know. And I think that's kind of where I'm at these days. I think there's something greater than myself out there. I just don't know what that would be. I like to think of it as a big G, but I mean, I don't know. Sorry, that took a left turn. But it's just, what are you, Aaron the Rat? Are you a believer? Or are you a non-believer? Any which way, there's a whole bunch of other reasons too. It's, I just don't want to make this a religious thing here. I'm trying to laugh at somebody like this who, again, spends all their free time faggoting everyone and then reading from the Holy Bible. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm trying to make it make sense to me. I'm going to keep watching. Let's see. I just want to see her synopsis on this big reading. Acts 1 through 3. NLT, the new Leaf transmission or whatever.
Despite Pilate's decision to release him, you rejected this holy, righteous one and instead demanded the release of a murderer. You killed the author of...
Oh my God, she's still reading.
...was done in ignorance of the Lord, and he will again...
Is this like a reading and discussion, or are you just going to read and then sign off?
And you, Jesus, a prophet like me from among your set. Starting with Samuel, every prophet spoke about what is happening today. You are the children of those prophets, and you are included in the covenant God promised to your ancestors. For God said to Abraham, through your descendants, all the families on earth will be blessed.
Wow.
When God raised up his servant Jesus, he sent him first to you people of Israel to bless
you people
by turning each of you back from your sinful ways. And there you have it for today's Bible reading. Thank you so much for your fellowship. As always, if you have
fellowship,
any prayer requests, feel free to leave those in the comments below so that myself, my prayer team, or anyone who reads...
My prayer team! This bitch got a prayer team!
Always, if you have any prayer requests, feel free to leave those in the comments below so that myself, my prayer team, or anyone who reads them can pray for you. And thank you so much to everybody who has prayed for me as well. Thank you all again. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.
And good night. Now, if you're one of these people, you always see this in YouTube or just in any comment section, really, across the internet, where people are like, oh, I'm going through the worst, darkest times of my life right now. If anyone could just send me a couple of prayers, that would really go such a long way. Is that not nuts? Have we officially lost our minds? I think we have all lost our minds, really. I mean, again, it's not bad to pray for somebody. I get it, but you shouldn't be seeking prayer from YouTube comment sections. I mean, again, go to a church or something. I mean, I don't know. Go on anywhere. Go anywhere. But a YouTube comment section is nuts because then you're filled with people like this. And she's like the least of your concerns, Melanie Mac. I mean, she's not to sneeze at, but there's people there who will rob you blind, and they will swear to you that they're getting this message from the Lord, and he's telling me that he needs me to collect your money so I can continue delivering the message. That's what I'm trying to, I guess, say here is be careful. What's the saying? Be weary of the message, or be wary of the messenger, not the message. And I think the same applies here to the one they call Miss Melanie Mac and Cheese. Coach Aaron the Rat says, well, I'm a rat.
Kudos to Win by Two Radio.
How can I be a believer? I'm a fucking rat. Good point. Good fucking point. Wow. Thank you for the for the two. Thank you for the two.
Kudos to Win by Two Radio.
All right, so let's keep it pushing here. This is we're going to go to, I think, Keanu's side of things here, and then we're going to show you how this all escalates. So this is who Melanie Mac is. I think Ewa said it earlier, a grifter by day and a fag caller by night. She can't be stopped. Oh, there's the new logo. Looks pretty decent, I think. Again, you know, if you're just joining us here, the new studio will be launched, I think, February 12th, which is 2 weeks from yesterday, so 13 days. Again, rewind to the beginning of the episode if you want to find out why we are still in the classic mothership. So let's head over to Misery Loves Clips. Keanu Thompson smashes former Simcast regular Melanie Mac, calling her an annoying grifter who isn't very Christ-like, while Chrissy Mayer cackles along, offering Melanie no defense whatsoever. We're going to get into the tea here of what the fuck is happening and how Keanu has wind up jobless and fired from Simcast, a cast that she simped on for, I mean, years, I think. She's been on Simcast at least 2 years, at least. Ever since I've been covering this part of the internet, I've seen Keanu on Simcast religiously, no pun intended, every fucking Sunday. So let's see how it all fucking escalated and started. Keanu, Chrissy, we have Leela Tart here. Leela Tard, the short little munchkin woman. They're gonna be doing some gossiping. Let's listen. Guys, ladies.
She is like there are things. She calls herself, there are a lot of Christians that aren't biblically Christian or what have you. And
I will say,
is, and I'm going to call it a grift, it is being shockingly, like, it's the word perversion. You know, it's the F-slur videos. It's not just like, you know, paging Dr. Haggett. It's, you know, that's hilarious, right? It's more, you know what I'm tired of? Haggett's. Or, you know, Haggett's should stay in the closet, or nobody wants to get daddies, right? Which isn't very Christ-like, okay? That's
right.
So people
and I
get
think
like,
people can
right,
also
but it's
change
just
their
a
minds
grip,
too.
It's annoying to me, at least. But
you think it's a
the
grift,
video
Keanu?
game thing, the grift? Yeah, absolutely. Do you think Jesus would be like, nobody wants to get daddies? Like, I that's a grift.
He probably wouldn't.
Imagine a free speech comedian like Keanu. Again, these people just, they're so scared to say a word. Like, she has to self-censor herself every single time she's using the word faggot.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think Jesus would be like, nobody wants to get daddies? Like, I that's a grift.
He probably
That's
wouldn't
part of
say
it.
that. No, but
no, he did. You remember that?
No, I mean, I'm answering you. I'm like, I don't think Jesus would say that.
No, right. And also, I'm sorry, there's nothing gayer than Jesus. He hung out with 12 dudes and washed their feet all the time. So,
Whoa!
excuse
Funny.
me, but there's nothing gayer than Jesus. I just got to tell Melanie, after that video, I had to unfollow her like a couple of months ago because
Oh, she took a big old gulp. She was so scared to say this. Look at this gulp Keanu takes in here. I had to tell Melanie that I had to unfollow her because what she was doing was very un-Christ-like. And how dare you use the word faggots?
a couple of months ago because I'm tired of feeling like I'm going to burst into flames. Me and my loved ones are every time I look at her Twitter. I respect what 12 dudes and watched their.
Come on.
Excuse me, but
plays
there's
into like what
nothing gayer than Jesus. I just got to tell Melanie, after that video, I had to unfollow her like a
Gulp.
couple of months ago because I'm tired of feeling like I'm going to burst into flames. Me and my loved ones are every time I look at her Twitter. I respect what she's doing. I really?
And again, you kind of did burst into flames since being fired from this program.
You know what? No, I don't.
I will say, look, I like
no,
my
all
love
right. You want to bitch about the video games and call like it a perversion? Sorry, girlfriend. Jesus was probably gay. He washed men's feet.
He wasn't gay, I don't think.
He could have been. Who do you know that he cares about his 12 best friends? And you want to see your 12 best male friends before you die and watch their
Keanu, you need to do this as a bit on stage. It's really funny.
Oof. You never want somebody to tell you, hey, you know, you should really do that thing on a stage because it's really funny. It's like, I don't think I will now. Like, do you think this is how these people like? Because I'm pretty sure these ladies all do comedy. Oh, I know Keanu does, and Chrissy does sparingly, and Lila Hart every now and again. I don't know about this Ashton Blaze character here, but do you think they all like sit down and like riff like this, and they're like, "Yo, you should do that on stage. That would kill." Like, how gay? How fucking lame.
He could have been. Who do you know that he cares about his 12
As she's eating a cheese string, by the way. That's my bit, Lila. That is my bit, you little munchkin.
best friends? And you want to see your 12 best male friends before you die and watch their
Keanu, you need to do this as a bit on stage. It's really funny.
It should be a bit.
Oh, is it? Is it? Should it be a bit? You should be a bit.
I've been thinking about this a lot, and she's probably the only person I've ever unfollowed on Twitter.
Wow, finally taking a stance. The first person Keanu's ever unfollowed was Melanie McIntyre. How fucking insane is that? So we go over into some tweet storms happening here. Let's see, all documented by Misery Loves Clips, by the way, shout out. And let's see, where are we going? Keanu Thompson scathing reaction to Aaron M. Holt, Chrissy Mayer is a grifter too. So this was right after that Simcast episode, which was I think like a week or two ago now at this point. Keanu goes on one of her shows, the Untoward program. Of course, Aaron M. Holt had to chime in, even though Aaron doesn't do Dabbleverse, he doesn't do drama content. Aaron is, as far as you know, he's a professional broadcaster on the up and up. He delivers you your sports, your drive time traffic, your weather, your political fucking updates, your anything else, how much groceries are, what inflation is like these days. He doesn't do the drama. Although anytime you turn on Steel Toe, another thing that could be true about the Steel Toe program is that's all this guy does is drama content. Every single segment that comes out of Steel Toe's mouth is drama related. He's just too stupid to understand this. Just because you're doing political content, like you're still doing drama content when you're covering people's back and forth or their fights or whatever. Like political content is one of the biggest drama farming pieces of content you could do. Clickbaity, so on and so forth. Sports is also drama, whether or not you want to choose to believe that or not. And so is this entire universe. So yeah, it's like Steel Toe. Yeah, you do drama content. So Aaron's given his opinion on this whole matter. Shocking. And this is what Keanu had to say.
Well, then Keanu goes on Simcast and starts laying into Melanie Mac. And I was waiting for Chrissy to do a little pushback, like a.
Chrissy defended her after, and maybe it's because okay. By the way, I am the godmother of Chrissy's child.
Not anymore, you're not.
And Chrissy's doing.
You're also the co-host of Simcast, and I think both are now untrue. Now, remember back a couple of months ago when Chrissy and Frank gave you that righteous idea to start banning and copyright striking clippers for clipping your channel, I said at the time, maybe Chrissy, now, because you came on the show and you're like, Chrissy has my best interest at heart. Like her and Frank, they just want to see what's best for me. They want to, give me the best advice. To which I said, probably not. It seems like they're a little fucking jealous of you and your success at the time. You were doing the Steel Toe hate stuff. Well, you're getting ready to. The numbers weren't completely abysmal at that point. I forget what else you were doing during that period of time. Gino had just gotten fired. The whole fallout of Compound Media had people's eyes on the Untoward Tuesday program for, the first time ever. And when you were getting clipped left and right, the Ricada drama you were right in the middle of, And when you were in the psyche of everybody's, you're in the forefront of everyone's mind, Chrissy and Frank thought it was a good idea, and they told you to strike Clippers. I mean, that was a little bizarre to me. A good friend would never tell you to do that. Chrissy isn't your friend. I don't care if she said, oh, you could be the godmother of my child. That doesn't mean anything. Chrissy will say whatever, do whatever to get what she wants. I don't know what she wants in this situation. Maybe she wants your clout. Do you ever think about that? Why do you guys bow down to Chrissy? You cuck out to Chrissy as if she's some force, some internet wrecking force. She stinks. Her numbers are trash. Her content is, right alongside with her numbers being complete garbage. So it's like, why are you guys so intimidated by Chrissy? Fuck Chrissy. Fuck Chrissy. And she's giving you this advice to go copyright strike Clippers when it was the first time people were actually fucking giving any inkling of a shit about your show. How do you fucking say thank you and repay them? You're like, no, I'm just going to copyright strike you and make a huge deal out of it. Some fucking friend. So now you're fired. And now you're not the actually, I don't even know if I'd probably venture to guess you're not the godmother of that fucking child, that content baby. Is that baby even real, by the way? We need proof of life. Chrissy needs to produce that child ASAP. Otherwise, I think this whole baby thing was a hoax, amongst other things. Let's keep watching.
The nice thing and defending her because Chrissy has I hate to say it. She knows who her audience is. I suppose you could call that a grift as well.
Whoa! Whoa! So it's like everything anyone has ever said about Chrissy. And you're like, no, Chrissy's not that. She's like, she's like hip and trad and she's cool, man. She don't grift. This was it's not shocking because Keanu is that type of person who will say and do whatever to also get ahead. This is why this whole fucking let's establish an internet friendship and I'll go on your show. You come on my show. We'll be friends. Because it's then you got, the second you do that, the second you cross that fucking line and becoming internet buds with somebody, you end up in positions like this, where both of you are just shit talking one another and you're getting fired from programs and you're fucking, really just doing the biggest sense of damage control, trying to pick up the pieces from this supposed friendship that you had. You guys were never friends. You guys just used each other to get whatever else, the next thing you needed, I guess, in this little internet game. And at the time, when you went to Chrissy did have a little bit of a following and a little bit of an audience, but that all went out the window. And see, the thing is, you could have surpassed Chrissy. You literally could have surpassed Chrissy in viewership and numbers and everything else, but you chose to be a fucking, pretty much a cuck, and you bitched out. And you let her fucking give you horrible information. And now look at you. You had a gig on Simcast, and, you don't even have that anymore. How pathetic.
She knows who her audience is.
I suppose
you could call that a grift as well.
Oh, can you?
But her audience also loves the F slur. Do I love that? No, I don't.
Her audience loves the F slur. Melanie Mac says the F slur. The right wingers love the F slur. So Keanu's more like the liberal type. She supports Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. She loves vaccines and, Disco Wednesdays or whatever. I don't know what liberals do. That's who Keanu is, which is weird. Why you would even want to fit in with these Simcast people? They do have a target demo. Their target demo isn't Hillary, the Hillary supporters or the Barack supporters. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It just seems like you have your priorities all out of whack and you don't know what it is that you actually want. And why is your Shure SM7B blue, by the way? Is this a fake Shure SM7B? What the fuck is going on here? Did you color it with crayon or something? blue marker? I mean, what is going on?
Does Chrissy is a purveyor of free speech.
Brian said that video is perfectly. Look at her face.
Also, does Chrissy...
Look at her fucking face. Just look at her face.
Do I love that? No, I don't.
I don't even know where we'll stop that.
Does Chrissy is a purveyor of free speech, and I am...
She's not. She's never been a purveyor of free speech. I mean, get fucking real, man. Oh, my God. She's not a purveyor of free speech. By the way, you're going to confirm that here in a second. So, again, do people just say things just to say things? I think that really is the case. I think people just say things just to say things, and day by day, their opinion changes, quicker than, I mean, I don't even know what. We'll show you coming up.
Allowed to say that
Chrissy is not a proponent of free speech.
Where her bread is buttered as well. Just saying. And does it offend me that Chrissy said, well, if anybody that wants to, bitch about Melanie's tattoos, that was Leviticus, and that's the Jew section of the Bible.
I could be a Jew. If I could be a Jew right now, I would be a Jew.
Did I laugh? No. But our audience, people that love her, they laugh, right? That's great. That's very smart of her to say, right?
This is the same Chris.
So what you could say is, I don't know, call me go on a limb here and say Chrissy and the rest of them are opportunists. They're not proponents of free speech. They're not even conservative right-wingers. They are opportunists searching for the next opportunity to make a little coin. Plain and simple.
See, that had no problem.
They have no political leaning. They're not Republican. They're not Democrat. They're not, what's the other one? Libertarian. They are whatever they need to be in that moment in time to get the next nickel. They're no different than Steel Toe. Steel Toe is just more shameless. Like he'll shake you down for a 20 or even a 2. You got a $2 bill, give it to Steel Toe, because he won't fucking stop until you pay that fucking $2. Hashtag goal. The rest of these people, Chrissy and the rest of them, they have to disguise their personality and who they are to get the, I mean, let's be frank about this, no pun intended, or all pun intended, to get these internet simps, I mean, it's right in her fucking name, Simcast, these internet simp retards to pay the bills. So she'll go whatever's trendy. Like, it wouldn't shock me if in 4 years, Chrissy came out in complete support of Gavin Newsom, whoever the Democratic nominee was in 4 years. They're opportunists. They're not, it's nothing more, nothing less.
Sweeping for a guy who gave his child cocaine.
When a horse wants to be a rhino.
Misery Clips, who didn't even tag me in this for some reason.
Well, why do you think, here, just, I'm going to do a thought experiment here. Why do you think, sorry, I still have Aaron the Rats, I'm a rat, super chat up. Why do you think Misery Loves Clips didn't tag you in it? Let's really think long and hard about this. Oh, I don't know, because you once said, just a couple of months ago, that if you clipped my shit, you're not welcome to clip my shit, or I will copyright strike your ass and try to delete your channel. Which is funny, because that's ultimately what happened to Gino's entire existence on the internet. And yours, too, for the most part. Keep watching.
They're like, Chrissy doesn't even defend her friend Melanie Mac. I don't think Melanie even saw any of this.
Okay, now it says this is Melanie Mac, and she saw it all. We have the tweets. Quote unquote, I feel like I'm going to burst into flames when I watch her content. Hun, that's conviction. By the way, that's a female writing the word hun, short for honey. Who else uses that word when trying to, like, own somebody? Let's think about this one now. Yes, if you said Patrick Melton, you would have been correct. So again, Patrick uses lingo much like a female would. Oh, honey. Oh, sweet. Like, that's what Melanie Mac would say. Very effeminate, if you will. Melanie Mac says, hun. That's conviction. Actually, follow Jesus, and he will save you. Oh, God, spare me. It's really that easy. But if you don't, he won't. It's not fun to upset people, but I'd rather upset people with the truth than validate them to hell. Yeah, it's no place to be. I'll tell you that much. She saw it all. 624 big likes. All right, so there you have it. We'll go over a couple more tweets. I just want to show you this little clip by Keanu. Here we go, right here. This is from MGD over on Twitter. Check this one out.
All these, it's free speech everywhere, but the moment I say something, God, I've been fired. I cannot be fired from another podcast this week. I've been fired from Simcast. I have my own show, but I keep all these, it's free speech everywhere, but the moment I say something, God, I've been fired. I cannot be fired.
Yeah, because they're not free speechers. They're free speechers when it's convenient to them. Plain and simple. By the way, this YouTube channel is, I'm not sure if you guys know this. I mean, probably already by now. But Gary Biscayne. Shout out to motherfucking Gary Biscayne.
Is, you know,
Gino's a bitch, a.k.a. Gino Bisconti. I was, I don't even know how I stumbled upon this. But Gino's he's a fucking idiot. He really is a fucking idiot. Like, Gino is the biggest. Both of these people are, like, I think, severely brain dead. Or, like, close. They're like right on the edge of being severely retarded. Because Gino, like we all know, was banned on YouTube. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. And like Pat Dixon tried to start, let's just take a little refresher here. Pat Dixon tried to, well, after he had some semi-success on YouTube, Pat then tried to start, or then he was banned. I forgot to mention, Pat was banned, started a new YouTube channel, and then got that banned for ban evasion. Well, Gino Bisconti is following in the footsteps of his alleged attacker, Pat Dixon.
That's a fucking fact.
And got his YouTube channel banned, score, and then started a new YouTube channel called Gary Biscayne. Gary Biscayne. Gary Biscayne. Now, if we give this a quick little refresh on the Gary Biscayne YouTube channel, he's got a modest 139 subscribers. Awesome. Awesome. POTUS Filoni is coming in for 2, says, let's bounce, dog. Oh, we bouncing. You know who's not bouncing? Gary Biscayne. Is that his dad? His daddy? No, there's no way that's Gino's dad's name. If it is, Jesus Christ. Remember when Gino's show was going to be $20 members only? Remember Gino had so many grand ideas. Remember Gino when he first started his YouTube channel, Gradcast, that was supposed to stream on every Saturday? That, I mean, quickly went to shit. How he said he's not in it for the super chats, this, that, and third. I don't want the super chats. By the way, this is when he was still working at Compound Media, and how quickly that all changed. Then he was doing wasn't he doing $100 memberships? Or didn't he have a $100 tier or $30 or something wild tier for Geno Bisconti, a.k.a. Gary Biscayne content? So this is Gino. Let's see what Gary Biscayne. Rick says 07. What up, Rick? Rick! Let's check the Gary Biscayne YouTube.
You don't know Jim Stansel? He fucking walks in with a friggin' midnight. You want to do it again? I don't know you don't know Jim Stansel? No.
Got you, Mr. Blue Sky says. Pat is not Gino's attacker, but his daddy. By 2 Radio. Fair enough.
So this is the kind of guy Jim Stansel is. We're at the bar, and he leaves, and he texts me. He's like, hey, I forgot my backpack. Can you grab it? And he's like, I'll just grab it.
So just posting old clips from In Hot Water.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Geno Bisconte going live today on Rumble at 3 for the Eagles and Redskins, where the Eagles are currently giving 6 to the Skins in Philly. Why?
Going live? So this was Sunday. This is what Geno...
You don't know Jim Stansel? He fucking walks in with a frigate.
Here we go. Shut up. This is what Gary Biscayne does on his free time on Sundays. He likes to do watch-alongs. Hey, it's me, Geno Bisconte. I didn't see you there. It's your pal, Gene. I'm going to be doing a watch-along live. First of all, nobody is doing watch-alongs on Rumble. Rumble is for basically one specific piece of content. And that's, if you haven't figured it out by now, super conservative, borderline, classify whatever you want as a conspiracy theory. That's the content Rumble is seeking for. They're not looking for gamers or watch-along football games or anything else. Rumble, I mean, what are we doing? What are we... Have we lost our minds? If you want to do watch-along content, I mean, I get it, Rumble doesn't strike you, or they haven't implemented a system where, you know, all the major networks like CBS or Fox or the big music record labels can't strike you. There will come a time and place where Rumble gets to a point, either they fucking completely fizzle out and die, or they get bigger, bought out, and then all of your fucking work will be deleted for rebroadcasting NFL content or music or whatever it is you like to do. Now, I don't know if he actually watches the game on YouTube or on Rumble rather, but even still, I mean, these guys, like Steel Toe does it on Rumble Friday. He thinks because he goes over to Rumble, he could play like full movies and soundtracks to Annie and shit. It's like, you're going to get your Rumble account nuked one day. Like that's going to happen. These people, I mean, seriously, they're fucking retarded. I mean, it's really disrespectful to call them retarded to the retards out there. The actual true extra chromosomed retards. Like Geno is somehow a step below that. Los Federale says, watching her makes me feel great about my life choices. It's my mission in life to make sure my daughters don't end up like her or with a deadbeat. That should be everyone's mission. If you have daughters, I mean, really, they should put that, like, you know how in school you had to do a DARE program and they showed you like the worst drug addicts ever? They're like, if you do drugs, you will end up like this. Any kind of drugs. Any kind of drugs. So don't do drugs, kids. Just say no. They should do the same thing, and like for like people, like a Scared Straight program, and make Keanu like the leading spokeswoman of it, or like the example, the prime example of, if you continue down this path, or if you go down this path of wanting to be an internet whore, or just make poor life choices, this is what you'll end up with. And then it's just like a picture of like her OnlyFans, all her OnlyFans pictures and all the fucking shit she says, all the lies she's caught up in on a daily. It's astounding, really. Thank you, Los, for the 5. It's unreal. Biscayne is way smarter than Geno, says Dr. Chow the Mega G. You might be right. I'm going to need to see some proof before I can go ahead and deem that sentence factual, as Chad would say.
And that's a fucking fact.
The big studios not going after Rumble shows how little actual viewers. Well, that's true, but I'm saying if Rumble were ever to be bought out, they would have to implement some sort of system, because you can't just like rebroadcast copyrighted material. Like, that's insane. Jay says, "Shut up, Chow." All right, so what's Geno doing? This is his Gary Biscayne YouTube channel.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Geno Bisconte going live today on Rumble at 3 for the Eagles and Redskins, where the Eagles are currently giving 6 to the Skins in Philly. Why? Because the Redskins' run defense is terrible. 30th against the rush in the NFL. I haven't seen that many gaping holes in one place since they closed down the place.
Since your wife on OnlyFans. Got him! Yikes. Yikes.
Terrible. 30th against the rush in the NFL. I haven't seen that many gaping holes in one place since they closed down the Playboy Mansion. So why do I like the Redskins getting 6? Because of their quarterback. And I love Austin Eckler.
Okay, so we have found ourselves at a bit of a crossroad. Gino says the Commanders should have covered the spread. Which, if you don't know what that means, basically Washington could have lost by 6 or less points, and if you would have bet on Washington covering the spread, you basically would have won your bet. They could either cover the spread by losing by 6 or less, or win the game outright, and you would win your bet. Washington got blown out by like fucking 40 points. Again, if you're an imbecile, only true imbeciles follow Melanie Mac into Christianism. True imbeciles follow Geno Bisconte in sports betting. Gino Bisconti doesn't have 2 nickels to rub together, and he's going to give the internet betting advice? I mean, help me make sense of this, please. Please help me make sense of this, because I'm having a hard time coming up with any sort of logical explanation of what the fuck is actually going on here. What is happening, man?
But Jaden Daniels, for a rookie, I've never seen someone that calm under pressure. In fact, he was so cool and relaxed last week, it was the first time all the white people in D.C. used the adjective cucumber to describe him, rather than another vegetable. What? See you at 3.
More in hot water.
Hey, I know what you're saying. Where are you? I'm at Shea Lowe's.
Oh my God.
There he is. Look at that.
Yeah.
So why would you hang out at Shea Lowe's and not do a football stream of the Chiefs and Texans, right?
Who is asking for this content, by the way?
Lowe's?
Yeah, why would you do that?
If you
And he's tagged California wildfires in his hashtags here. That's pretty remarkable. You're promoting your live stream on Rumble about a football stream you're going to be doing, and you're hashtagging the California wildfires. That's, I mean, really insane.
had to say how much fun it would be, what amount of fun would it be?
Now, what else we got here?
The New York City subway. Tomorrow night, tens of thousands of people will board that train and head to Midtown to watch.
I mean, I can't.
Ah, hey, how you doing? Welcome.
I can't with this YouTube channel. What else does he have on here? Garrett and Steve watch Gino's MLC appearance. He's got clips here. He's got live. Like, this is his active YouTube channel. He's got it live coming up. Oh, he's got a live coming up right tonight? No shit. Oh, we're sniping. And it's in 10 fucking minutos. Looks like I found what we'll be doing here in 9 minutes and 22, 21, 19 seconds. All right, so we'll go back to Gino coming up. Let's finish out this Melanie Mac and Chrissy stuff. This is tweeted or X'd. How would you even say it? X'd from Melanie Mac now. Just wanted to clarify, I have no problem with the other girls. And Chrissy defended me a lot. I love her. I just tagged everyone who was on the panel in this tweet. Keanu was out of line. But we should pray for her. There's really no, like, you can't argue with somebody who's like, you know, she's a bit unhinged. She's acting a fool. But we're still going to pray for her. Like, there's really nothing you could say without making yourself out to be unhinged. And this is not me. Fuck Melanie Mac. I don't even know who this bitch is. She seems cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if you guys catch my drift. Misery loves clips and her going back and forth. Misery Loves Clips says, you mean Chrissy Mayer, the LGBTQ activist who considered herself part of the LGBTQ community for being bisexual to the point where she was the regular host at the Stonewall Gay Club. The one who said the majority of her friends were gay. That Chrissy Mayer, to which Melanie Mac comes back and says, she's just starting to take her faith serious. Chrissy Mayer's taking her faith fucking seriously? That's news to me. That is news to me. I've talked to her about it, and I see she's genuine about this. Wow, these people deserve each other. I'm not going to judge her past. I have passed too and said similar things. When we repent to Jesus, we are forgiven and our past sins are thrown into the sea of forgiveness. Oh, and then Misery Love Clips, this is perfect. That's what I want to play next. How about engaging in acts of sadism and bondage with a slave? Cock and ball torture of a human being with the amusement of a crowd while comparing the slave to Christ himself. Okay, I don't know if this dude's naked, but in the event that he is, I mean, no, he's not. Is he? I can't really. No, he's wrapped in bubble wrap, but I think he is actually naked. Let me see. Hold on.
A professional slave. How do they feel about it?
My mom is fine with it.
Yeah, I'm sure your dad's
Fine
thrilled.
with
Actually, my
Would you come over here, please?
Wow, what great assistance you have.
Yeah,
here.
right.
Look, he's gently
Kathy,
being
get the
lowered
butt
to
plug.
ground, almost Christ-like.
Almost Christ-like. Almost Christ-like.
Yeah, I'd show, but this dude's like butt ass naked, wrapped in saran wrap and shit. That's what they used to do on Compound Media. Let's see what else we got from Chrissy and Melanie McIntyre. Okay, so now we get to Keanu and her big statement from being fired since being let go. Keanu and her mother, Michaeline Timpson. Keanu explains the Melanie Mac / Chrissy Simcast situation and also why she's the devil. Now, I've never heard so much fucking spin on something. Actually, there was more spin on this than the Tom Brady thrown football. It's unreal. It's unreal. Listen to this nonsense. And we're going to move on from these crusty individuals. Let's listen.
Some of the questions from the beginning. We should answer some of the questions from the beginning about.
I do love. All right, yeah, you're right, Michael.
About you being fired.
Okay.
They were just downsizing, and they downsized Keanu.
Oh, you can tell Keanu does not want to talk about this.
They were just downsizing, and they downsized Keanu.
Why, Mom? Why? I told you in our pre-show meeting that I didn't want to talk about this. You're going to get me in trouble with Chrissy.
She really didn't want to be a party to
listen to this.
Hate speech.
Hate
from
speech?
some horrible.
So this is all horseshit. This is all like, so now your mom's running cover. Your mom's fighting your battles for you. There's nothing worse than your mommy fighting your battle for you on the internet.
To be a party to.
Like, you could tell Michaeline is just literally making this shit up. What am I going to say next? What's next? Okay, there's a party to and hate speech. Okay, we'll go with that. Most of our audience is sub 50 IQ anyway. They'll just believe anything I say. Why did I give her like a slur, like fat voice? Look at this fucking creature. She's searching. I mean, she's really searching for words to string together, to put together in a nice little bow and ribbon and deliver to the audience here. I'm not buying anything you're selling me here. As far as your salesmanship goes, I'd have to give you a negative 8.7. No offense.
Hate speech from some
hate speech.
Horrible person who thinks I don't know what by yelling out rabbit over and over again.
Rabbit?
No.
Rabbit?
Well, like that, like that's a good thing. And Keanu didn't want to be a party to that. And so she made a joke about it. And or a joke about Jesus. Sorry, whatever. You know all this. But you know what? She wasn't fired.
I beg to differ. Then what would you call it? It would be like working at, I don't know, insert place here. You're working at a job, wherever it is. McDonald's, Walmart, Amazon, UPS. And they're like, hey, so-and-so, I'm just going to take one person from the chat here. Andrew Zodiac, we don't want you to show up anymore. And then you go, oh, okay, well, what, just on Mondays? And they're just like, never show up anymore. And then you would proceed to go and tell whoever you're closest to, hey, if they ask, what happened to, your job? They told me not to show up anymore, but I swear they didn't fire me. They were just, and what did she say? Trimming some of the fat? Like, you were fired, bitch. You were fucking fired. You were canned, as they say. Cut to the fucking, thrown to the curb. Cut the cord. You're done. You're done.
You know all this, but you know what? She wasn't fired.
You were fired.
I was put in timeout. She did not want to be a party to all those dumb bitches talking.
Oh, so it was Keanu's decision. So Keanu decided that she had enough. I don't think so.
Badly about gay people. Okay.
Go off, Michaeline. I love this.
Well, that's exactly what they are. Dumb bitches.
Well, okay. I will never.
Just on Saturday, I guarantee. Again, these are why these people are so phony, because it's like on. First of all, Chrissy was supposed to be, and it just goes to show you furthermore, Chrissy was supposed to be one of your bridesmaids at your wedding. And she had the pump, I believe, that weekend, was it? Remember this? Chrissy won't be showing up to my wedding to be a bridesmaid, my biggest day of ever, because she had to pump her tits to get all the milk out. And then you fast forward 6 weeks later, Chrissy was actually going to a wedding. I forget whose. It was like Frank's cousin or something like that. That she had really nothing to do with. She was just going to be like a pedestrian bystander in that situation. And in this wedding, she was supposed to be Keanu's bridesmaid, but due to her over pumping, she couldn't make it. Again, these people are so fucking phony. I mean, it really makes my skin crawl.
I love this.
Well, that's exactly what they are. Dumb bitches.
Well, okay, I will never not be friends with the host of the program that you all know.
Why can't you say her name? Chrissy.
Or whatever. But I am.
So it's getting so bad that Keanu can't even say Chrissy's name anymore. I mean, this isn't a matter of days.
Unabashedly triggered.
Okay, so that's Keanu's word of the day is unabashedly. Where did she find that at?
Or whatever. But I am unabashedly triggered by some things that have been. It's not only the Melanie Mac thing. It's I'm just not right for the program. So if you want to go out of your way because I made a joke about Jesus being gay to put me in timeout, then I'm like listen,
they spanked you. Okay.
The woman is my friend. We will always be friends.
Your friend spanked you. Okay. I'll put you in timeout. I'm giving you a spanking now. And just go hang your head in shame, okay, Keanu? Because you made a joke about Jesus. But they can say shit about gay people and they really believe that shit. It's no joke.
No, you're right. You're right. No, Mom.
Okay. So this is where the gaslighting comes into play here, because it wasn't just a joke about the Savior, Jesus. You were like directly dissing Melanie Mac, who Chrissy, I guess, and I know this is probably going to pain you to hear, but Chrissy holds on a higher pedestal than you. So again, you were just used as, I guess, collateral damage. I mean, I don't even know, to be honest with you. But I mean, that's really what it comes down to. It's not because you made a joke. I mean, can we get honest for a second, or do we always have to play this deflection game? And it's never my fault, or I can just never take responsibility, or I can never own up to it, or I can never face the reality that I'm currently presented with. This is why we have the problems we do in our world today, because nobody wants to ever take, responsibility for whatever it is that happened. She didn't fire you because of a joke. I mean, how insane would that be?
They really believe that shit. It's no joke.
No,
That's
you're
horrifying.
right. You're right. No, Mom, you're
this
right.
Melanie Mac person, I never even heard of that bitch before.
You're
but
lucky.
But I did tune into some of her shit. I could just fucking punch her in the face.
Whoa.
Disgusting. Okay, so
that's a crime. You can't just go around threatening people.
just fucking punch her in the face.
Wow, you're violent, huh?
Disgusting. Okay, so that's just my take on it. So
That was your take? You could have punched her in the face. That's your take?
Keanu's better off to have lost her fucking Simcast job.
It's not a job if you don't pay someone.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's the cope.
It's just charity. Obviously, you're just fucking doing charity work for the.
So that's even worse. You got fired from a charity gig. Wow. Wow. That's even somehow worse. That's like being a volunteer at the soup kitchen every other Saturday in the winter months. And you're so bad at serving soup to the homeless, they're like, you got to go. Like, I don't care where you go from here, but you just have to leave the premises. You can no longer serve soup. You were told you can no longer serve soup anymore. Free soup, by the way.
It's just charity. Obviously, you're just fucking doing charity work for the dumb bitches.
Dumb bitches.
Go off, Michaeline. You know what I love about my mother? She always has my back. I love.
I mean, I would hope so.
Absolutely.
She's your
Thank you,
mom.
I really do appreciate that.
Yeah.
I was not. I said in so many words I was fired, which basically I
literally hardly watched that show. I happened to tune in and I saw exactly what was going on, and it was not pretty. Okay.
Listen, I've been grappling with
your part, but your part was pretty humorous.
I was hilarious.
A couple of those girls did think it was hilarious. Just a couple didn't.
I do not belong on a show, number one, that thinks that if you're gay, you were born wrong. I do not belong on that show.
Thank you for
realize that's what it was. I did. Not that it's what it is. People find their faith or do whatever.
Okay, but that was the show for years, and you continued to do the show for years. So again, I don't buy any of this bullshit. You know, if the show was about, if you were born gay, then you were, made whatever. Well, then why didn't you speak up for 2+ years when you did the show religiously every single Sunday? Do explain.
You can't fire someone from a show where you don't pay them.
That's false. You could fire. You could fire. You could let go. You could say, you're relieved of your duties here. Just because you don't pay them. I mean, you were doing it every week, and now you're not. So what would you call it?
But I was, I went on there every single week. A time it did,
So again, just throw everything she just said out the window. The whole that, it wasn't a show for me, and you can't be fired because blah, blah, blah. Throw all of that out the window.
Me exposure, but let's be honest. I am not the simpcast crowd, okay? That they don't like me. If anything, I lose people because I speak my mind on that show, right? Chrissy will always, ride or die, she will always be one of my best friends. We can disagree on things. But
that's interesting.
When I say fired, I mean, like, first of all, she can't fire me. Somebody's gonna fucking clip this, and it's gonna be a fucking thing.
No, she's done, folks. Done.
You just can't accept what you're seeing.
She's like trembling and like nervously fixing her hair. And just like trying to convince not only her mother, but herself, and again, her sub 50 IQ, half retarded audience, that she wasn't actually fired from this. I mean, I've never seen a cope to this magnitude.
Fired, I mean, like.
Say the word fired one more time, please.
First of all, she can't fire me.
Jesus.
Somebody's gonna fucking clip this, and it's gonna be a fucking thing. She can't fire me. She never paid me. But
what a boss. What a great gal.
I'm trying to be diplomatic here. But I can be friends with a person that I disagree with. I cannot go on a show where we're going to defend Melanie Mac, who is a hateful Bible thumping grifter. I have no problem with religion, but fuck me for being hurt by what Melanie Mac has said. And instead of supporting me and defending me for making a joke about Jesus being gay, but it's just hilarious because I don't think anything is wrong with being gay.
Yeah, you were trying to steer you were trying to steer the ridiculousness of the situation into a joke, okay?
Right.
And
And
what
it's a
ended up
hilarious
happening,
joke, by the way.
yeah, and what ended up happening was
What?
they took you seriously, which was complete idiocy.
I mean, everybody laughed, but then later
didn't.
it was I just didn't feel supported by the anybody that, and then it was just this
Michaeline's like one of those older ladies that wears this dark shade of lipstick. I used to have a relative who wore this exact shade of lipstick, and every single time you'd see him around the holidays or birthdays or a random fucking Thursday, they'd always give you a smooch right on the cheek that would leave a lipstick stain the size of fucking Florida on your cheek. It's like, yo, bitch, could you not, please? Or if you're going to do it, like at least bring a paper towel and dab it up in some water to rub the disgusting lipstick. You know what I mean? How embarrassing. Like, I'm officially embarrassed. And I didn't notice this, but I'm not sure how well this is coming through the TV here, through the camera. Michaeline's got a little Nazi stash going here. Look at this. That's not my lighting picking up, because no matter which way I move the screen, that stash ain't going away. It's a little, if I colored this in, right here, look, I'm outlining it right now. She got a little stubble Nazi stash going. Yikes, man. Jay says that's incest. Did I say that out loud? You mean she's Italian? Who? Michaeline? Johnny Blaze says Michaeline looks like a catcher's mitt with clown makeup. All right, I think I'm done with this clip. These ladies, I mean, really, they're just going to try to convince. This is just them, trying to make themselves feel better over the situation that unfolded. Basically, what you need to know is Keanu took a shot at Melanie Mac. Chrissy realized that, okay, I could go about this one or two ways. Keanu's a pushover. Melanie Mac has some sort of a following that's bigger than Keanu's. I have to disavow Keanu. Keanu will come crawling back. I could feed her bullshit and she'd still be my friend or whatever. I got to keep Melanie around because she offers me more. And, that will be that. That will be that. So I guess you guys aren't doing the Thursday show anymore. I guess we're not getting Nightlife, is it? The Nightlife program where you guys just stare at people walking down the street and make fun of their dresses. Like, I guess that show's done. Aw, man. Damn it. That was my favorite show. Whatever will I do now on a Thursday? Chrissy firing. Look at this, 53 comments. 53 comments. For Keanu's sake, that's actually really good. 53 comments. I mean, she's practically viral with 53 comments. She loves her friend Chrissy just like she loves her friend April. Exactly. Master Chief number 2. She loves her friend Chrissy just like she loves her friend April. I mean, Master Chief 2, I mean, you couldn't have said it any better. Any fucking better. I side with me. It's almost like Simcast is like just a bunch of mean girls complaining about women they don't like. Did they blah, blah, blah. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if what other comments here. Wait, isn't her husband Gino Bisconti? He says every slur in the book, including the one these two are crying about right now. Exactly, man. God, these people, I mean, really. Again, the amount of spin that these people have to do to convince themselves that they're right. I mean, it's unreal. It really is unreal. It's sick. It's like a disease, really. Like it's a sickness. But they're winning though. Her and Gino, they're winning. Every other week they're getting fired from a gig. And they're losing friends left and right, but they're winning. Again, this is what winning looks like. I want no parts. I literally want no parts of any of this. Kiki's an idiot. I back Keanu, blah, 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 blah. All right, that's pretty much it. We're waiting on Gino. What the fuck? We're waiting on Gino Bisconte. He was supposed to go live at 7 o'clock. But typical Gino fashion. Let's see. Here we'll go over to Gino's, or I'm sorry, Gary Biscayne's stream now. That was supposed to take part, supposed to set up and start at 7 o'clock. It is now 7:13. And there is nothing. There is nothing. So I guess when Gino goes live, we might tune in to see what the fuck is going on. I want to do 2 more things tonight. I want to do Melton stuff. I want to do some steel toe stuff. I might even want to go smoke a cigarette right now. I'm not even sure. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a show tomorrow at some point, whether it's an evening show again or a morning show. I have yet to decide, but we will be on tomorrow at some point. Just look out for a thumbnail. Kmurph says they need toes $50 a week now. I mean, imagine needing steel toes $50 a week. I mean, the position that you put yourself in. Oh, Gino's going live. All right, let me go smoke real quick. I'll leave this Gino stuff on right now. His show is about to go live. This football show. I'll be right back. Smoke him if you got him. Thank you for rocking with us. Share the show, like the show, do what you got to do. I'll be back in a cigarette's length of time. Do not touch that dial. On the other side, we're going to do a little bit of Melton, a little bit of steel toe. And we'll be right back. Enjoy the football show.
Look how
These
this is
experts.
a white shirt. Why does it look blue?
Be right back.
You railroading me? Trying to put me on the tracks?
Hey guys, oh that's right. You did. What's with the goon?
The camera makes it look like it has holes in it.
Yeah,
it does.
It's the camera.
You know how old this shirt is? Please.
As old as Stuttering John's giant Raven Super Bowl shirt.
What was the thing? Oh, I didn't even see that. What was the thing he did? Like Carl showed it. Like his shirt was on backwards, and then he changed it in the middle of the stream.
He did like a
Oh,
quick time or something.
Oh,
yeah.
he's like, what? Like what? And he had to change his shirt because he had to act like he was doing it as a bit. This is an old shirt.
Go to shirt hole cam.
Here we go. This is an old shirt. There are holes in it. I love this shirt. The cat fucking I don't know how it got these little holes. Like I don't have moths.
Probably because it's old, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but I have a lot of shirts older than this. You know?
Does Keanu put cigarettes out on you while you sleep?
You beat me to it. I was about to say, oh, I don't think I look that bad. I was about to say
only homeless men leave the house. Well, I guess they don't leave the house.
He didn't call me a homeless person, right?
I fucked that up.
You know what I bet it is, seriously? Like when no, because there's too many.
You're a bum.
I'm a bum.
Yeah.
Is this bum behavior?
That's bum shirt.
It's a bum. It's such a comfy shirt. But I want to say maybe like I have holes in my shirt because I'll light a cigar and an ash will burn it. But come on, this is insane.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, just wear and tear, I guess. But like think about it. Like I could see there are shirts I wear all the time. You would notice. This one I don't even wear that much. So I don't know. Definitely bum behavior, but I don't see it.
Should we go to 2-year-old stain cam?
Yeah. What's 2-year-old stain cam? You wear that shirt every Thursday, and it's in great shape. By the way,
Doesn't smell bad.
Oh yeah, it's broken in. Oh,
It doesn't smell like anything.
What's that?
But I guess I didn't get this washed the last time I wore it, and now the sweat stains are turning brown.
God.
I wore this the last time I wore this was 2 years ago.
To a game?
Yeah.
All right.
So it's like, yeah, hold on, wait, let me go to 2-year-old stain cam. 2-year-old stain cam. There's something down here. Oh, you can't really see it. There's it's kind of a sauce. I think it could be from chicken tenders at
Sauce
the Giants
Gardner?
game. And there's something up here too. I think that's cheese from Cheese Fries.
Like cheese bandolier I was wearing.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the hat that Homer wore?
No, it's like a strap. It goes. It's like a
sash.
Like Rambo.
Yeah, like a sash that goes across and holds the bullets.
Holds bullet, yeah.
But he has cheese sticks in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Anyway, back to normal cam.
Hey, normal cam. Hey, Chen down to the good guys.
To the guys.
To the now I was talking about it on my. How did I do that?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
God.
You're gonna have to go back to stain cam.
Perfect. That'll help.
I can't wait till drive home. You stink like booze. No. I just
Officer, you see what I did was spilled my whiskey and then cleaned it with my shirt.
With my bum shirt. that I
It's
burned
the
home.
only reason I smell like whiskey. I didn't have a bunch.
As I was saying, we were talking about this.
Trying to sit further back so you don't look like a midget.
I'm trying to sit further forward.
I like.
So I look like a massive man.
I like looking like a midget. Hey guys.
Do ya?
Watch this. Hey guys. Hey.
Quiet down.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys?
I'm gonna put you in my pocket.
What are you guys up to? Well, yeah, it's everything's terrible when you look at it right. You know what they should like this week stinks for football.
No shit.
I mean,
it's basically over.
Yeah.
Like, do you even care about the Super Bowl? Because the hardest time I'm having is picking which team I want to lose because I want them both to lose.
And look, I didn't watch. What was I doing last Sunday night? Oh, I was at Dangerfield. I was doing the secret show. But I was watching the game on my phone, the Bills Chiefs. What did the Bill? I even said I didn't see any bad calls. Apparently, there were 2 calls or something. The Bills.
At least.
Really?
Yeah,
like
there were a bunch of tush push calls that Josh Allen. You know, there's not like the perfect angle, but it's like you see him holding the ball, and then you see another angle where his back is over the line.
You're saying on that first down, yeah. And even the spot on that, like that could have been a first down on the fucking
the play before.
The very first play on first down. It was like, wasn't it first down? Here we go. Thank you so much.
Let's see. 5-minute video was put together of the refs ruling the Bills players short.
Can we
compared
please
to where they
watch
actually
this?
tackled.
And then it'll get taken off YouTube. I don't care.
It might not.
No, it might not.
Yesterday, last week's did, but I want to watch this.
All right.
Does the NFL have an official?
Look, that's what I'm talking about.
Go to the tape. There's
watch this. That's what I'm talking about, yo. He gets a first down. Watch.
Do we want this guy's nasally voice on it?
Your call.
Repeatedly short spotted by the officials. This is James Cook in the first quarter. Take it away, Jim.
Are they? I mean, they got to be retarded, right?
Wow.
They're on Gino's new YouTube channel rebroadcasting. Like,
but here's the thing.
I think they even
NFL content. I mean, what the fuck, man? Do these people ever learn?
Here's my question.
Do these people ever fucking learn?
1 second left. And it's 1st and 10.
Welcome back, kid. I can't. These people are insane.
My brain around like this isn't like a
riveting stuff.
Early in the game. Yeah. And why wouldn't you get? And it is a
comics by day.
Why are you? Like I could see if it was 3rd down.
Comics by day, like, NFL analysts by night.
This is just.
This is bizarre. This is what this is. It's bizarre.
Working for air traffic control at Reagan, am I right?
We're just listening. They're literally watching NFL highlights on
But if they work there,
YouTube.
Then we'd have more problems in the air, Gene. We don't need that right now.
You know who was talking about it today? And I swear I wasn't watching. But like, shout out, whatchamacallit, a guy that always calls me a bum. He's great. Jesse James. He's a great troll. He put it in the comments. Like Kevin Brennan was losing his mind, and he had some good conspiracy theories about not this game. And we'll get
much like Aaron always brings up Patrick Melton. Is like how Gino always brings up Kevin Brennan.
Yeah, 100%. And I want to get back to this, but it was the helicopter's crash, 100%.
That's what I said. That's my aeronautical expertise.
Shout out Sky 499 says I need some prayers from the prayer team after watching that.
I apologize. Go on.
All right, everyone in the chat, let's send some prayers here at the Blade Win by 2 prayer team. Let's send some prayers. Sky's
This
neighborhood
way.
her way, please. She's in desperate need of our prayer group to really give her her best prayer. So we'll take a moment of silence. I think Butters even got in on that one. All right, there you go. There's your prayer. No more. Noga says 14 people watching, including me, John. What, my show? Are 14 people watching this? If so, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Apparently the Black Hawk pilots were like, yeah, we
Look
see
at this.
it.
Look how cool this show is. Thank you, Sky.
We only saw that one.
Can't see those Black Hawks at night. That's a White Hawk. Everything's fine.
Whoa,
Right?
cool joke.
Blacks are dangerous or can't see them at night. What do you? Which one should we do?
Comedy guys.
Smiling.
It's like he smiled at the last minute. But yeah. So again, and Trump alluded to it being DEI. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, not even alluded to it. He was like,
Oh yeah, he was reading stuff, right?
Because I have common sense. He was just like blatantly saying it.
Did he say that?
I think so, unless it was another answer that I was.
Well, he was reading papers. Anyway, let's get back to this. My point
Again,
is,
Geno
before
Skin
my awful joke.
every day is looking. I mean,
This is just.
if you look at Geno Skin compared to Garrett and Steve, Geno, rest assured, is probably suffering from jaundice or cirrhosis of the liver. This man is sick. He is a sickly looking person who's been fired, and his YouTube channel's been gone, or has been banned. His first YouTube channel. His second YouTube channel is, I mean, right behind that if he keeps these shenanigans up. Look, I mean, this is like a normal guy's face, I guess. I don't know, he seems a little bit red and bloated. Like, lay off the whiskey gingers and the McDoubles, Steve, if you want to live. I mean, Garrett really is the only... I mean, he's a little yellow, too. I mean, what is with these guys? Why do they look so yellow? Do I look yellow? Am I a yellow-looking fella? If so, man, I mean, I need to cut my own show off and go run on a treadmill and eat some strawberries or something. Fuck! See what it is that they are doing here. I want to do Steel Toe and Melton to wrap today's show up. Yeah, they're still talking about football. I mean, how fucking cool. I mean, that really... as far as cool goes...
That's very cool.
That's very fucking cool. All right, let's go to... Where do I want to go? I want to do toe. I think I want to do toe. Oh, let's do some toe. We'll do toe. We'll do mountain. We'll bounce up out of this biatch, and then we'll be back on at some point tomorrow. But until then, Steel Toe Morning Show, you know what to do. All right, Steel Toe Morning Show started off this week by owning the trolls by posting a picture of his, when I tell you, one of the best chicken parm meals I've ever... Now, look, I'm Italian, full-blown Dago. I know what a good chicken parm looks like, and Steel Toe really knocked it out of the park with this picture of a dish. Now, remember in the right before the year was ending, this was one of the lessons I wanted to take into 2025, is if you're one of these people who feel the need to have to post your food picture, you should be taken into the town square and be, stripped and whipped, and a firing squad should have to line up and do what they have to do accordingly. Steel Toe was one of the latest to post his food picture. But, the only way you could get around looking like a complete and utter square by posting your food picture is if you post something that looks really delicious. And you be the judge if Steel Toe's chicken parm looks any good. Let's go to it. And the caption reads, well, went for a chicken parm from scratch. Recipe was a bit basil heavy. And would probably switch up the seasoning in the breadcrumbs next time. Otherwise, not a bad first attempt.
And that's a fucking fact.
And that's another
win for the
toe. It was a bit basily, and the breadcrumbs tasted like shit. But other than that, the chicken was a bit undercooked. The cheese was expired. I don't even see any gravy on this. Yes, I call it gravy. It's not sauce. I mean, there's a little bit of sauce. I mean, a little bit. This is his chicken. This is not, again, I repeat, not chicken parm. This looks like something you would buy at like Walmart, like in the frozen food section for like $2.99. You get like 6 chickens and you put them in the microwave for like 3 minutes, like a quick meal to eat. And I guess he's also had a garlic knot, a singular garlic knot. Garlic knots, this is what his kids have to eat. This is what Gordy's table scraps are. I mean, how bizarre. And I haven't even eaten anything today. Usually, like when I see food and I haven't eaten, like my mouth would start watering, my stomach would start growling. I'm actually not even hungry. The chicken looks a bit pink. There looks like there's flaxseed on this. Unreal, man. Unreal. And this it looks burnt around the outside. Like it's either burnt or he put olives in the chicken parm. I don't know what is going on here. There's like orange peppers. It's either orange peppers or the cheese. Some of the cheese is undercooked, some of the cheese is overcooked. So we're getting really dark orange pieces of cheese and really light yellow pieces of cheese. We have a green matter here, which it might be a pepper, a pickle. I mean, what is green in chicken parm? Is it supposed to be the basil? I don't know what is happening. But he ate this. Now, what's funny, this past week, Steel Toe has been bitching about how thick he is. Oh, I'm so thick. Oh, my head feels so thick and I'm hot and I'm running a fever. I think he even said this today. We're going to watch a clip coming up. Coincidentally enough, this was Sunday. Is it a coincidence that he's been sick all week after eating whatever this is supposed to be? Like this doesn't even look like it's in the same ballpark as chicken parm. This looks like, again, like something you would get out of the frozen food section at Walmart. It looks like it even could pass off as like some sort of cheap frozen pizza, like an Elio's pizza. Who remembers Elio's pizza? I've never seen so many colors in chicken parm. There should be max 3 colors in chicken parm. 4, we'll say 4. White chicken, the brown breadcrumbs, the white mozzarella, and the red gravy. 4 color. Why do I see every color in the color prism? Like, what was this guy doing? My conclusion is that he was probably so hopped up on goofballs and Molly, and he was rolling and geeking and clenching his jaw, and he just started grabbing whatever he fucking saw and just started dumping it into like a pan and threw that over top of chicken and called it chicken parm. This ain't chicken parm, bro. This ain't chicken parm. It's so disrespectful. Like, I feel a level of disrespect having to look at this and being gaslit into thinking that this is somehow not only good, shout out Jocko Willing, but chicken parm. It's not chicken parm, nor was it good. Oh, dude, look, you're just a steel toe hater, man, because obviously, like, this was his first time cooking it. I've cooked things for my first time multiple times in my life, and they've looked, I mean, light years better than this. Light years. And I don't even use recipes. I just kind of free fucking ball it. So that's the chicken parm. And like I said, right after that, he was sick all week. I'm going to show you one of the most insane steel toe bag sessions. Followed up by, I think we come up with this conclusion right before we took a little bit of a break, is that I had suspected that Steel Toe's little rat dog, Gordy, little chihuahua, wasn't let out, wasn't, nurtured and cared for in the proper way, like you should care for a dog. You almost have to care for a dog like a child. The dog relies on you to survive. And what we're going to find out in this clip coming up is not only is Steel Toe, more pathetic than he's ever been, ever, but 2, his dog Gordy actually doesn't get to go outside to shit or piss all the time. Maybe every now and again, But the dog is shitting inside, and this is confirmed by Toe himself. So let's get into it. Without further ado, Steel Toe Morning Show. This is from Monday, 1/27/25. Let's give it the old spin here. The old DJ spin. DJ Lethal, turn it out.
Certain extreme situations,
the law is inadequate. Blase, blase, blase. Intro. Tonight we have a chance to say, fuck you, I'm wrong. Fuck you, chicken parm. And tonight we have a chance to say, you have made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Now, chicken parm.
I honestly do not think that this week could start any better than it has.
I want you to remember that. I
do not think that this week could start any better than it has. Welcome, everybody.
It's
Good
time
morning.
for Barney's Friends.
It's the Steel Toe Morning Show. I'm Aaron. Johnny's here. He's going to fix his... Oh, look at him. He's already on it, man. He's already on it. Welcome to the show. It's going to be a good one. Johnny.
Again, so just because you call something... Like, all right, for instance, if I called my mouse a studio... It's not true. It's not a studio. Even though, Chad Zumock, I know you wanted it to be at that one specific time last year when you raised up your mouse pad. You're like, I have a studio. We remember that, right? Steel Toe does this all the time. He refers to this as a show. He refers to his chicken parm as chicken parm. All of these things are false. It's not chicken parm. This isn't a show. And, you abuse your dog. You don't take care of your dog. Furthermore. Okay, so let's just continue. The best week of this couldn't even begin to be have been the best week of his life. I'm just crushing it already. I haven't even been on for fucking 2 minutes, and I'm already winning.
Look at what we're starting off with today. Take a look at that screen.
Whoa, $2. Yeah.
And then unmute
Johnny's
yourself.
muted. Johnny's muted. Oh, and Aaron's feeling a bit. Aaron's pissed when Johnny's tech doesn't work, which is rich coming from Aaron because Aaron is the king of boomer and he can't figure out how to work anything. He actually needs Johnny's help. So the fact that he gets mad at Johnny is a bit rich.
And then unmute yourself.
Right now, it's this guy's a fucking rook. Don't you know we're doing a professional show over here?
Show us your surprise.
Indoors. Threw us an...
that is the Ed and Michelle. The one and only, the great indoors with Ed and Michelle is here for Steel Toe Monday, which means one thing.
For Steel Toe Monday.
Jeremy's going to be very happy, and I'll tell you why.
Jeremy.
Because in order to make today's show work...
Jeremy spoken.
Ed said he wants to have the show on at work today. And so I have to be a good boy on my best behavior because, as Jeremy said, he wants to have the show on at work. And, internet people can try to be as hip as they want to, but old school old school radio rules do apply. If you want to spread the quickest, get on at people's workplaces.
Yeah, internet people.
That's number one. That's number one every time. So I'm going to try to be on my best behavior. We got a lot of good stuff today. I'm very excited. The title of today's episode, I guess I'm a Chiefs fan now. I just hate the Eagles so much. I can't. I wanted a different outcome.
The Eagles, no matter what.
I wanted Bills, and I wanted...
So, this is why I hate Aaron. Furthermore, not only because he stinks at broadcasting, not only because he lives in this fantasy world, not only because he's gaslit his audience about me in certain situations and about other things, and he's a beggar, he's a shameless, pathetic loser, he's neglected his children, his animals, and the list goes on and on. I also hate this man because he despises my Philadelphia Eagles, and he hates pit bulls. Two things I happen to really adore in this life. Shout out to D787 motherfucking 6.
Stop, drop,
shut him down, open up shop. Shout out, gifting 5 Win by 2 radio memberships coming in. We got Ian Undercover, Roger Dodger, Josie Wales, Coach Satellite Man, and Jimmy the Banker. Shout out to D7876. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Again, if you're here today in the chat, simple TYs would go such a long way. To D7876, Isaac Walmart, Coach Daylob, and I'm missing one more person who gifted 5. I apologize. But just thank you. Go such a long way. Thank you to D7876. Kudos.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Kudos. Coach Flip Wrist. Yeah, somebody's got to make that name. So, yeah, he hates the Eagles. He hates pit bulls. Again, I happen to own a pit bull, and I happen to be a huge Eagles fan. So that's just 2 more reasons why I can never with this guy. Let's keep watching. Thank you, D78.
Commanders. Because I'm like, I'm okay with either one of those teams winning the Super Bowl. Jaden Daniels being the first rookie quarterback to win the whole thing, or the Bills finally getting off the schneid and winning a Super Bowl.
Beloved Chatter gifting a Win by 2 Radio membership. Thank you, beloved.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
Coming in, Tim's Totality. Tim's Totality? Is there a Tim's Totality here? Your red Chevy Malibu will be towed in about 2 minutes. Tim's Totality. Please move your red Chevy Malibu. Thank you, beloved Chatter. Hopefully we get to see beloved Chatter AC round 2 coming up in 7 days from tomorrow. Which reminds me, I got to go to this venue that's being remodeled. It's supposed to be back open on February 3rd. Tomorrow's going to be the 31st. So hopefully they have this remodel rocking and ready to go. Because I need to get to this place and do some setting up before we could just go in there, balls to the wall. But hopefully Beloved's there. And I'll be in AC again. Oh, that's right. Weren't you buying me a beer or something? Or I was buying you a beer, or we were buying Ray a beer or something. It's been so long. Thank you for the gifted, man. See you in A, motherfucking C. Delco Lou says he ripped on Philly for having a Rocky statue and not a Joe Frazier one. A quick Google search proves him incorrect. Yeah, right. He speaks with such like confidence and such like he speaks in absolutes because he was on the radio for like 4 years. So he thinks like he just a book of notes. Like he is riddled with and has the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Like he delivers the most false and fake information on a daily basis. He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. I mean, ever. He swings for the fences and most of the time misses. It's just embarrassing, man. It really is embarrassing. And then he's going to go around pounding his chest and let you know how much of a pro broadcast. It's really quite a joke, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's something else, man. It's something else. It's been wild to see. Like we all know Steel Toe's pathetic, and he's practically unwatchable unless you're watching through the lens of another quote unquote person who's watching him. But it just as of late, the last month and a half or so, he's gotten. It was almost like the time right before the arrest happened, right after April officially left the show, which was in mid-April, coincidentally enough, in Mega Month. And that time from mid-April to mid-May, where there was like a stagnation period in Steel Toe, where he was, every show, if you remember, he was letting us know about how he was going to get this green screen and new lighting. And that was crux of the show for about a month. By the way, the green screen never came into fruition. He never put that green screen up. It was due to lighting. He had lighting issues. He couldn't actually light the green screen. How is it that Johnny Crutches, a guy who is confined to crutches, can figure out how to operate green screen and lighting, and you somehow can't? I mean, that's just, as far as excuses go, that is piss motherfucking poor. But yeah, his program was then saved by the whole Ricada drama, which he definitely had something to do with, and probably snitching to help his show out and help his numbers and help his show in a monetary sense. But as of the last month and a half, I think right after his birthday stream, which was at the end of December, so basically around a month, his show has stagnated again, and he's missing goal after goal, and he's begging and pleading and crying and, guys, I'll do whatever you want. Please, I just want to keep my stupid, filthy show on the air, please. It's so bad. It's so bad that it's so good at the same time. So we're going to watch some of that unfold here. And thank you to D78, Beloved Chatter, and Delco Lou. Justice for that fucking Joe Frazier statue, by the way. All right, let's keep watching. The toe and the turd.
It didn't go that way in either game. Now, I love the Chiefs. I like Andy Reid. I like Patrick Mahomes. I like both of them.
Okay, so you're a fraud, right? You shouldn't love unless you live in the state of Missouri, and more specifically, unless you live in the general area of Kansas City, you shouldn't love the Chiefs. I mean, what?
But the criticism around the Chiefs is
about how, like, supposedly the refs are soft playing the Chiefs. They get to have a lot more turnovers than they should.
I can't do it. I can't. Like,
I mean, Delco Lou, go back. Yeah, that is true. The refs do. For whatever reason, the NFL has picked Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to be their new Tom Brady in the face of the NFL. And go back to when the Eagles played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl 2-3 years ago, whenever it was. Who was it? Who was the corner? I want to say Quentin Mitchell, maybe, but I feel like that's not it. Had that bullshit fucking holding call that gave the Chiefs new life, a fresh set of downs. They were able to bleed the clock out, kick the field goal, the game-winning field goal, and the rest is history. That was such a bullshit ticky-tack call at the end of the game. And it was right there 2-3 years ago that people were like, all right, this is getting a little egregious. Now it's just like there's at least 2 to 3 like egregious examples a game, especially in bigger games, that you're just like, all right, this is just so rigged. It's not even, they're not even hiding it anymore. And if I got to see Taylor motherfucking Swift on another camera pan when Travis Kelce or anybody for that matter does anything, like I might actually not watch the NFL anymore. I might actually not watch. It's becoming so disgusting, especially if the Eagles don't win. Because on paper, the Eagles should easily beat the Chiefs. I mean, 9 times out of 10. They're a better team offensively. I think their defense is, I mean, on the same level, if not better than the Chiefs' defense. Our special teams is a little sus. But with that being said, I think the Eagles would win this game 9 times out of 10. The problem is we're not only playing the Chiefs, we're playing the refs, and we're playing Vegas, and we're playing the Swiftomanias, the Taylor Swifties. So, I mean, we have a real uphill battle, and just the NFL shows no love to Philly ever. So, I mean, I don't know. I want to say that the Birds are going to pull it out. According to Anthony Cumia had put $1 million. You hear about this? Anthony Cumia put $1 million down on the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. And then he even claimed right here, we'll go to the tweet. I'm betting $1 million on Kansas City to win the Super Bowl. If you aren't with me, you are a fucking idiot. Now, this is coming from a guy who bankrolled Geno Bisconte and Bill Schultz for 3 years past their point of expiration just to have drinking buddies. And when I say bankroll, I mean he was paying them handsomely, paying their salaries and their groceries and their drinking and everything. But we're the idiots? Again, I don't think it's I don't know if the Chiefs are going to three-peat. I think that's a tall task to fill for anybody. It doesn't matter if you have the refs in your pocket or not. But to call us idiots, it's like, that's a bit rich, Coom. That's a bit rich. Noga says, all that Worksblade been doing for AC, learning how to plug a mic into a speaker. Dude, it's been crazy, bro. I've been unplugging and plugging and blowing on cables and tying nooses with cables just in case things don't go well. I could just go outside and jump from a balcony real quick. SDC1 says, Bladies. All companion says, red alert. Rob Saul going live. So, want to snop Rob's huh? Want to snop Rob? We'll snop Rob. J-Bra says, Blade needs to lay off the Ozempic. I think seeing Aaron and Melton really mess with him. Dude, you're not supposed to say anything. Why would you? That's fucked, dude. That's kind of fucked up. You're not supposed to, like. All right, well, thanks, J-Bro. You really fucked that one over for me. So, yeah, it's true. I'm on Ozempic. It's not been going well for me. Kidding, obviously. Just kidding. I don't know, man. All right, let's get back into this clip because I want to finish up with Steel Toe and maybe do this Melton stuff. I think we're going to do it. And here, we're going to snop Rob. We're going to see what Rob Saw's up to. If Nasty Neil's on the Rob Saw program, we're shutting it off. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, Nasty Neil. Every fucking show, every single show I turn on. Like, not just in the Dabbleverse or on YouTube. It's just like everywhere I go. National Geographic, the Discovery Channel, ESPN. There's Nasty Neil. It's like, give me a fucking break with this guy. All right, Steel Toe. Let's get back into it.
Can't keep defending the Chiefs,
Chiefs?
from the
Chiefs.
refs' criticism.
I like that.
Like, I want to, because again, I think they're good enough. Like, I think they're one of, if not the best team in the league. But it's so obvious. It's so obvious that whatever it is about the refs, the Chiefs have the thing that, I don't know, makes them horny. I don't know what I don't know what the refs are feeling, but they so clearly, look, people say, oh, it's rigged for the Chiefs. It's rigged for the Chiefs. Like, Kansas City isn't New York. Kansas City isn't L.A. Kansas City isn't Chicago. So it's not like a big market thing. Kansas City's not a super large market.
Is he retarded? He's got to be retarded, right? He's got to be
dumb, stupid, or dumb, huh?
dumb. I mean, that's a rhetorical question, obviously, but it's not about the market. What are you living in 1975? Like, it hasn't been about the market. If it was about the market, Tom Brady wouldn't have won 7 Super Bowls. It's not about, it's about having a face of the franchise, having a story, having a narrative driven behind it, and having some buzz. And it's working. Look, it is working, man. It is working. There was one point, there were so many conspiracy theories about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, whether or not they're actually married. There's a script that leaked, blah, 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 blah. So it is working. It is working. These people are making money hand over fist, but it's not about what market you're in. It's about a storyline. I mean, are you retarded?
They're all Swifties. That's what it's got to be.
It's a Swiftie thing.
Right? It's got to be a Swiftie thing.
Or
like the Swifties get to the refs. Like, the ref is just out having a burger. He gets ambushed by a bunch of, like, tweeny women. That are
Right, and Beloved Chatter says the Chiefs are also the best team. Right. Right, on paper, for sure. For sure. It's like, but in his brain, that's obviously, it has nothing to do with it. It doesn't matter that they have only lost 1 game all year. It's the market. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's unbelievable.
You're going to win tomorrow, or you're not going to see your family again. Jesus Christ.
The Swifties do seem like people who would tie up a referee and threaten his life.
Right? Because Travis Kelce has to have an awesome career so Taylor Swift can be happy.
Exactly. So I don't, it's not my optimum Super Bowl, and I don't think a lot of people are going to be that interested in it, unfortunately, but I have to pick a team. I have to root for somebody.
Says who?
I like Patrick Mahomes. I love Andy Reid. It's not fashionable because they've won 3 out of the last 4 Super Bowls, so it's kind of like rooting for the Empire. But I hate the Eagles. I hate their fans. Honestly, I hate their fans more than I hate the team. That's usually not the case. I usually hate the team more than the fans. But I just hate Eagles fans.
I hate the Eagles so much. I wish I could eat a bald eagle while talking about how I hate the Eagles while the Eagles lose.
I wanna.
What the fuck? Listen to this comedy.
And the fans. But I just hate Eagles fans.
I hate the Eagles so much. I wish I could eat a bald eagle while talking about how I hate the Eagles while the Eagles lose.
I want a bow and arrow.
This is gonna suck.
Come here, man. That's what Johnny's brain concocted. I mean, in all fairness, it is 6 o'clock in the morning, but still, man, yikes.
A bald eagle right through its face. Just because I hate the Eagles so much. I want to change. All
right, we get it. You hate the Eagles.
Just so I can be able to legally harm an eagle. That's all. Oh, by the way, with Ed from Ed and Michelle being here, guys, go subscribe.
The great indoors.
Go subscribe. And thank you for the $2, Coach, but I'm not putting that up on the screen while Ed is here. I'm going to be decent while Ed is here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for being a big Steel Toe fan, but we're going to keep it classy while Ed and Michelle are here. Take a look at that. Go subscribe. Great Indoors with Ed and Michelle. Go to hot dog places that it's just... Oh, you just came in here not wanting to like this place. It's like, all right, look, you like too much basil.
Okay, so this is him critiquing his lasagna here. Check this out.
Didn't get the look.
Until after you eat it.
Fuck Ed. And it's like, all right, you're not wanting to like this place. Move on from go.
Well, that's the worst part about
Indian. If Indian food looks like garbage, you can just say it's supposed to look that way.
Right? Nobody will know the difference.
Yeah. Oh, boy, did I catch hell for my chicken parm this weekend.
What did you do something wrong? You've made that before.
I made some. First time I made it with from the.
Well, just take a second. If you called hell, take a second. Repent for your sins. Hit up Melanie Mac. I heard she's got a cool fucking prayer group that you could reach out to and say a few prayers for. Sorry, wrong sound drop. Trying to do that with my eyes closed, like a no-look pass. Yeah, but it's just like the entire internet was out to get me this weekend because of my cool chicken parm.
Did you do something wrong? You've made that before.
It's like, first of all, it looked like shit, dude. Anyone with a brain, objectively speaking, would tell you that, first of all, that's not chicken parm. It's like Elio's pizza. And second of all, it looks like shit. It looks like trash.
I made some. First time I made it with from the flour and the eggs and the breadcrumbs. I did the damn thing. I made chicken parm. And it was delicious. The chicken was tender. It was really good.
The flour.
But I didn't get the look. I didn't get the chicken parm look. I put it up on Twitter. Every time I make something from scratch, I put it up on Twitter. Now, we all know Twitter's a cesspool.
Mm-hmm.
It's full of garbage people.
Right, we all know
But there were enough compliments to keep me happy, but it got dumped on pretty hard.
Who's complimenting
Oh, yeah. This is,
that?
I've got it down here somewhere between all of the when you see me,
probably like Adam Simon and I don't even know who else. Edith, Andrea. That chicken parm looks so tasty. It's like, okay, if you are one of these people who think Aaron M. Holt's chicken parm, first of all, look like chicken parm, second of all, look tasty, reach out to me, winby2radio@gmail.com. I have a bridge and a Bugatti to give to you, to sell you with your name on it. Okay, so reach out to me after this program. I'd love to do business.
Doing a lot of retweeting at any point in the day, I'm show prepping. Usually if I retweet something, it's so I can log it, get it later.
Have it for later.
Yeah, copy and paste it in.
Yeah.
This is how my chicken parm turned out.
Okay, so we just saw this.
It was delicious. It was really, really good. But it's just... The recipe
okay, I'm not really... wait, what's the recipe called for?
Called for a broil at the end for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I said...
To brown the cheese. And I didn't like that look. And then it called for way too much basil. It called for 2 tablespoons of basil. And as I put on the first tablespoon, I'm like, this is a lot. It covered the whole thing. And I was like, this...
like per chicken breast, a tablespoon?
No.
So if it looked like a lot, then you said, I'll put on some more. Why wouldn't you just stop? Just because a recipe says, okay, you need 2 teaspoons of basil. If it looks like it's going to be a little bit too much basil, there's no one with a gun to your head saying you need to put that second tablespoon there because otherwise it's not. You know what I mean? It's like you could easily not. That's the thing. It's your instincts. You have shitty fucking instincts with everything. Everything. It's remarkable.
For the six cutlets, you cut a breast in half. I also, this is going to...
How do you cut a breast?
For the six cutlets, you cut a breast in half. I also, this is going to...
That's how you cut a breast in half?
For the six cutlets, you cut a breast in half. I also...
That's like Felicia Gillespie dancing in her car.
No, for the six cutlets, you cut a breast in half. I also, this is going to sound like a sin. People aren't going to like this. I did not tenderize the chicken.
What? You didn't tenderize the fucking chicken? Now you're definitely sinning. Now we're in Melanie Mac territory, and this has become too much for me in my years, man. You're not tender. What the fuck are you even doing, man? What are you actually even doing with your life? You're not. Look at Johnny's face here. He's repulsed. Even Johnny knows you must tenderize the chicken when you cut it in half. I mean, what a fucking doof.
That is, that is a pretty big one there.
Let's be real. Johnny's never cooked anything in his life. And, you know, he has no idea what's going on or how to tenderize or cut chicken. Big breasts. Big breasted chickens you must cut in half. I mean, give me a break. So many people were reposting it because they loved my chicken parm recipe. Yeah. 4 people reposted it, and all of them said it looked gross. Yeah, could we even go to that tweet? Thank you for being a member for 12 months, or 20 months rather. 20 months to the fucking stubbed motherfucking toe.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
You better have been stubbing your toe every re-up on a month here. Every month you re-up, you must stub a toe. So that means you could stub all your toes twice. All right, let's see. Where's this fucking chicken parm at? Where's this fucking, or I call it chicken parm. Again, it's disrespectful to even call it chicken parm. Where's this Elio's pizza, this frozen Elio's at? Here it is. Yeah, literally. Okay, he did get 48 comments on it, but 4 reposts. Everyone was like sharing it and they were like giving me hell. 4 people shared it. 4 people shared it. Let's read some comments. We'll sort by. Can we sort by anything here? Or do we just have to read it fucking raw dog it? Whatever. How the fuck did you make it look Mexican? What the fuck is that cheese? Quality ingredients is key, says, hey, it's Liam. Looks like, so King Tosspot, this is a troll. It doesn't look delicious. MLC favorite podcast dish. Looks like absolute shit, says Gonzo. I don't know what that is, but I know one thing. It isn't. And that's chicken motherfucking parm. Can you bounce with me? The Pantsmeister says, dude, this is tough to look. Try again, sir. Alyssa Saxon says, that chicken is way too thick. And mind you, he cut the chicken. So imagine how thick it originally was. That chicken is way too thick. You have to beat the shit out of it with a mallet, seriously, and use half panko with half breadcrumbs. And make your own damn breadcrumbs. Follow for more cooking tips. Practicing hot plate cooking for prison. Please don't ever try to make an Italian dish again. You disgrace the food. Agreed with that. Cigarette Jones says, whoa! Looks like something from the great minds behind Nelson Brothers. Now, see, that's a troll. Here, your treat, but there's no treat. Okay, that's an ad. Pasta bucket, no bad. So it's just like every comment. Remember, he's a, people were like loving it. We were resharing it and we were laughing at all the trolls, me and the OGs. We were hitting the goal and I was getting more wins. And we were loving it and all the haters were seething at home like the beloved chatters and the muted growls. They were just seething, cutting their wrists because they couldn't handle Chef Toe RD. And I'll cook and I will cook. You can't stop the toe from cooking. You guys are just haters. No. Well, actually, technically, you're right. I hate bad food. I don't think that's far off to say. I do. I'm a hater of bad food. So, yes, you're correct. So there you go. Everyone hates it. Everyone hates it. 4 people reposted it. You're a joke. And a liar.
I didn't want to tenderize the chicken. It just seemed like a waste of time to me.
Dude, no, it's not a waste of time. Beat your meat. It's for the
I will beat next time. I will make sure that I beat my meat. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan with $1 says, can we have Ed and or Michelle's take on this St. Cloud cuisine? Yeah, I would love to get Ed's take on my chicken parm.
Chicken parm? Well, doesn't he have to
Chicken
eat it in order to
parm?
judge it too? Like they go by presentation. but
Maybe we'll
also
bring
with
Ed
the
and Michelle to
mouthfeel.
the. Maybe we'll bring Ed and Michelle to the anniversary show.
You won't.
There you go.
We'll
you
bring-
can make them chicken
You
parm.
won't.
We'll break them out. We'll bust out.
Remember, you're going to get Red Bar and who else? Alex Jones and Obama at the last anniversary show. What happened to that? Now you think Ed and Michelle is going to come to this anniversary show? I mean, you're out of your fucking mind, bro. Like, what? Yeah, I'm just going to get Ed and Michelle to this anniversary show. And then I was thinking about asking, Captain America and then Mahomes after he wins the Super Bowl. Maybe he could come. And then Justin Jefferson, he's a fellow Minnesotan. No one is coming to your anniversary show. It's going to be Trucker 18-Wheeler, Adam Simon, and Edith telling Nazi jokes while passing around a liter of Fireball. Like, that is the extent of a Stoney's anniversary. Oh, and Cheetos in the background, like rubbing his nipples because he hadn't seen a piece of ass in months. That is the extent of the anniversary show. Ed and Michelle ain't coming.
The anniversary show.
There you go.
We'll
you
bring-
can make them chicken parm.
We'll break them out. We'll bust out a little chicken parm at Stoney's, and we'll have Ed and Michelle up. I was gonna. You know what? We're off to such a fun start today. I don't want to say anything that's gonna upset the audience. I'm not.
Why is he
sweating? Just such a fun start today. I don't want to say anything that's gonna upset the audience.
He is. I mean, really sweating.
Best part is they'll have the food
Like
with-
glistening.
Well, the place is nice and the drinks are great. The chicken is crap.
Klopogram says Ed
and what Ed and Michelle? What are they going to do there? They're going to come and what? Taste test the food at Stoney's? Hey, I could save them the trouble. The food at Stoney's is dog shit. They have frozen pizza on their menu. Facts. That is a fact.
Michelle have to go to Nelson Bros. Oh, they'd love it. And pasta buckets. I tell you what, I triggered the
bucket.
hell out of Patrick and the Onion crowd. They will not let the pasta.
It is insane. It's like how Gino mentions Brennan is how Aaron mentions Pat. It's crazy. It's every show. 70,000. I'd almost go on a limb and say Aaron mentions Melton more per show than he mentions his own goal, which is kind of astounding when you really break that down.
The buckets thing go, they will not let the Nelson Brothers thing go. And it's like, guys, I'm sorry I go outside.
Got him. You're owned. You're so owned, Onions. How does it feel to be that owned by this? Look at this. Look at this eye. He looks like a lunatic. Wow. I'm sorry I go outside, he says.
Oh, and it's like, guys, I'm sorry I go outside. All of their owns end up being one of these cell
Cheeto
phones.
rules.
Right.
Because they
Kmart says, don't forget Matt. Of course, Matt. Yeah, meet a crowd. No chicken wings. That is facts.
just obsess over this thing, and they're like, guys, Aaron's moved on. You guys can move on too. Don't let him live rent-free in your head.
What?
All goddamn day, week, and year. Mussolini diff
And
with
I don't even like Melton, but I mean, that's just, completely ass backwards. Both, you need each other. See, that's the thing. You guys have now entered this weird parallel existence where you both can't live without each other. It's actually quite fascinating. Like the psychology behind it. If there was a real psychologist in this universe, not the sorcerer, no offense, we could probably actually find out some fascinating things about the dichotomy between Aaron and Melton, but I don't know. I won't hold my breath, I guess. But it's true. They can't live without each
$2
other.
says the sub button over there. Yeah, Ed.
All right, so I want to go to, I'm finished with the intro. Let's go to 122. This is confirmed that Gordy actually doesn't get the shit outside.
President Trump will continue to fiercely protect our nation's sovereignty, and he expects all other nations of the world to fully cooperate in accepting the deportation of their citizens illegally present in the United States. Well, I'll say this about Colombia. Somebody had to try.
Johnny?
Somebody had
but
to.
I ask, what does this do for the economy?
Somebody had to defy Donald Trump on the immigration.
You want to see what it looks like when a guy has absolutely nothing and is completely disinterested in the subject at hand and has no idea what. See, and this is, again, when you're show prepping and not retweeting things on Twitter, well, maybe you should be sending the show notes over to your fucking co-host. I mean, is that a hot take or something? Because, instead you get this, Mr. Professional Radio Man. Watch, you drop a take. This is Johnny's response.
I'll say this about Colombia. Somebody had to try.
Ready? Johnny?
Somebody had
but
to.
I ask, what does this do for the economy?
Oh, I mean, really.
I don't get to fucking sleep.
Well, maybe you should start trying, Johnny, because, this is just becoming ridiculous now at this point.
Somebody had to defy Donald Trump on the immigration thing. Somebody had to be the first one to tell.
Coffee. Let me drink more coffee. Maybe that will get me talking. No, nothing's going to work, man. Nothing is going to work. How do I do this? Control F. I want to look up Gordy, his dog here. Gordy lives relax. Song got. No, it wasn't it. I think it was right around here, 122. Let me see. Yeah, 127. Here we go. Cowbell and jam. Like a man. This might be.
It's in cobweb jammed into it, and I'm like, oh
man.
I have 99.9% pure rubbing alcohol for cleaning purposes, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if soaking it in there will be enough.
Size of a Sharpie. And
it's
so
like an extra small.
All right, here we go.
Weird monkey feet thing where you gotta play with stuff with your toes.
Right. I don't know if
my sister has that. It creeps me out. What's with you people? Just stop picking your feet.
I don't know if you've ever had a Chihuahua before.
Nope.
But their turds are very similar to the size of a Sharpie. And
it's
so
like an extra small cat turd.
Yeah, one time I'm down here and I'm rolling a Sharpie and I'm prepping the show. And then as I roll the Sharpie, I realize there's little ridges in the Sharpie. And I'm like, maybe it's where the cap meets the marker, but then it's also further down the Sharpie. And I'm like, what the hell is this? I looked down. Gordy had come under the table and taken a shit right by my feet. But then it's also further down the Sharpie. And I'm like, what the hell is this? I looked down. Gordy had come under the table and taken a shit right by my feet.
Wow.
Aw, he loved you and didn't want to have to go to take a dump, isn't that?
Well, Aaron, maybe if you took the dog outside once or twice a day, at the very least, he wouldn't be taking shits under your desk by your feet. You know why he's going by your feet? Is because that's where you stay. This is where you're at, 12 hours out of the day, every day a week. So he's going to your spot, going into your territory, shitting there, in hopes that he could get your attention so you could take him outside. At least once to shit. Again, remember all those flies he had in his house? Steel Toe Fly Show. Go back and watch the episode. This guy was, and the irony was that he had multiple fly swatters in his fucking studio shot. And the fact that he wouldn't use them, but it went deeper than that. Why does he have so many flies? Every other day, this guy is trying to kill another fucking maggot, another fly. Well, probably because the dog is leaving landmines in the house due to Aaron's lack of taking care of said dog. We know Aaron not to take care of his marriages, not to take care of his children, not to take care of anything that he needs his responsibilities. So why would we think that he takes care of his dog? And it's case in point right here. Gordy is taking shits underneath the desk, and Aaron does the most unthinkable thing a man could do, and is touch the feces with his skin. Listen to this.
Gordy had come under the table and taken a shit right by my feet.
Aw, he loved you and didn't want to have to go to take a dump. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Maybe he thought it was like a gift for you?
You know what else was awesome? Soaking my feet in a bathtub like I'm a 60-year-old with athlete's foot.
Oh, that's got to be good.
That was
great.
Boy.
That, Actually, hey, I can give you one that maybe
All
is
right,
a little bit worse.
We got to go to the end of this now. I don't know what's he about to do.
Been cleaning around here and everything, like tidying up and my.
All right, now remember how we started the show that this was the best day ever. We're having such a great day at a Michelle. Fuck yeah, we're gonna fly them out to Stonies. They're gonna eat our chicken parm. They're gonna really be one with the family of the toe. Well, watch how the show ends. It is in fucking insane. I couldn't believe this. I was cracking the fuck up watching this the other day on Monday. Check this out.
Turning out fine, which is nice. It's just we're missing too many. It's a little demoralizing to me. So I'm going to just, I'm going to go later today and try to make that $80. If you can make it a little easier for us.
Real quick, shout out to D7876 coming in twice. Once for the 6-month membership re-up, says, keep going on, I. Keep going on, I. And, right, Bill of Chatter says, your dog hates you. Exactly. I mean, that dog, every time he lifts that dog up into the camera shot, he's like shaking his tail's tucked between his legs. He looks frightened to be around this guy's fucking presence. I mean, and obviously you would too. I would too if I was that little fucking rat. Shout out to Aaron the rat. D7876 also coming in for $2. Thank you, D78, for the membership and for the 2.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
I appreciate that. All right, so let's keep watching. So this is, I mean, I couldn't believe this here. We're going to actually put it on 1.5 speed here because it's like the last 10 minutes. So I want to kind of breeze through this and see what's going on with Saul Robert. All right, let's see what's happening with Steel Toe.
I'd really appreciate it. But if you hate Steel Toe, if you wake up early in the morning to hate Steel Toe, you're probably getting your money's worth today. Throw us a couple bucks. Help out the program. Let's go to the text here. Johnny Crutches wants to me too you and Matt. He was crying about it on his show, allegedly. You want to me too, me and Matt?
What?
Yeah, that's what Poignant Pachyderm wants to feel you in him. Ask him. That's what Poignant Pachyderm says.
Wow, Poignant.
What the heck is he talking about?
Says that you want
I'm sorry, I'm going to need a clip or I'm not aware of what we're going. Wait, what?
By the way, shout out to Pat Dixon's future baby mom in our chat room.
You want to me too, Matt and I?
I want to me too, Matt and you?
Yep, that's what that guy says. And it's 10:18 in the morning. He ain't drinking.
So he's just nuts. Again, I don't know what he's. All right, then. I can't refute that other than to say no, I don't. And if that's not good enough for you, I don't know what else by you.
People are saying go recollect April. And it's not Johnny's fault that we're not hitting the goal today. God, we're on our way. Getting back to that period of time again. I got a nice break.
He's like threw up a little bit in his mouth.
God, we're on our way. We're on our way.
Oh, I gotta get that tongue.
I
gotta get that tongue. The face of a man who can't make another $40, even though you've given every day, twice a day for 3 years. He needs your 40 now. And this is the face he will get. Like, I'd almost rather just give him the money than see faces like this. I mean, this is gnarly, man. This is not. If I ever get to this point, if I'm ever sticking my tongue out at you guys at home, I mean, please put me out of my misery quickly. You have my blessing to seriously take me out. Just take me out, tie cinder blocks to my feet, and throw me over the fucking Walt Whitman. Please. I mean, this is no way to live. Ablacadabla. $80. Look at this.
God, we're on our way. Getting back to that period of time again. I got a nice break from that, and now I'm back to it again. I hate that. And I was so, like, after Friday, I was so happy. And then Das Optic Nerve's like, bro, you knocked it out of the park today, and you didn't mention goals or anything like that. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to do that on Monday. Then I do it on Monday.
Now he's shuffling his cards. This is his new OCD, nervous Asperger tick.
It's like, shit, missed it. Maybe we'll just go till 10:30 and we'll miss by 80 today. But god damn, would I like to hit.
I would too.
Andrea with $50 says, I wanted to get my husband a Steel Toe Morning Show shirt for Christmas, but couldn't find one, so I bought your stupid coffee. Please tell me where to get a shirt. Aaron.
So now he just got 50. He was 80 away. He only counts 35, so he's going to be 45 away. Spoiler alert, he doesn't get the extra $40. Watch, I mean, for a man who needs $40, I've never seen a grown, almost 40-year-old man act like this over $40. I've seen homeless people in the streets of Camden and Kensington, PA and New Jersey act with more decorum and just more, they just handle it better. Like, I could give a homeless person $1 and they would be, so grateful for that $1. You give this man $3.50 a day and he's doing blah sounds with his mouth and shuffling his fucking cards and making you feel like shit.
God, we were on our way. Fuck. I just blah.
Blah.
Getting back to that period of time again. I got a nice break from that, and now I'm back to it again. I hate that. And I was so, like, after Friday, I was so happy. And then Das Optic Nerve's like, bro, you knocked it out of the park today and you didn't mention goals or anything like that. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to do that on Monday. And I do it on Monday, and it's like, shit, missed it. Maybe we'll just go till 10:30 and we'll miss by 80 today. But god damn, would I like to hit.
I would too.
Andrea with $50 says, I wanted to get my husband a Steel Toe Morning Show shirt for Christmas, but couldn't find one, so I bought your stupid coffee. Please tell me where to get a shirt. Aaron's going to move his ass on that goddamn store this week. The store is fucking opening. Even if I have shit designs and the shirts aren't very good to start out with, I've got some people who have helped me out. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that thing open. We need to open up a few more revenue lines for the old show. Get people something. I need to get these last VIPs sent out. A store would help with that greatly.
I don't know why
I just can't order.
Shout out to Noga coming in, says, I think Aaron bounces to readjust his butt plug. It's either he's readjusting his butt plug or he's farting or or it's just a nervous tick. Like, what's that chick's name? She's got the fucking Tourette's online. She's TikTok and she's now got a show. Like, he seriously might have Tourette's syndrome. Like, he seriously might have just like nervous ticks. Like, he's always cocking his mic. He's always bouncing up and down. He's sticking out his tongue at the audience, which, by the way, should be a form of like public indecent exposure, right? Like, I shouldn't be able to see another man's tongue. Ray DeVito, mean and vicious.
Mean, vicious.
I shouldn't be able to see. I should never see. You should keep your tongue in your mouth at all times. Keep your tongue and hands and feet and goals in the ride, in the cart during this ride. I mean, for real. Why am I seeing your tongue? Over $80, by the way. I could see if you're 1,000 away, and if you didn't get the 1,000, you were going to lose your house. Then I'd be sticking out everything more than my tongue to get that. It's like, what are you doing for the goal? You're just like, you know what I mean? If you were doing something, like here, I'll go back to this. I'd rather give this Aaron money than this Aaron money.
It's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Like, at least he's doing something. But for fuck's sake, when all you're doing is beg, it's like, bro, I mean, it's just beyond pathetic.
Wait for the place to be done, drive a half hour, pick it up, bring it back, fill it. I'd much rather just have a place that does it for us,
There's another bounce.
$45 away from today. Thank you, Andrea. Everybody get in there and, let's get a move on. Let's knock out this last 45.
Come on.
I'll go till 11. We'll call it a win. I mean, it'll be a win, but it'll kind of be a draw because I had to,
It'll be a win, but not really. It'd be a draw. And when you really break it down, it'd be kind of like a loss. But if you really think hard enough, it could be a win. But mainly, it'll be a draw. It'll be a draw. But no. But I create my own rules, so therefore it is
another win for the toe.
Right. I mean, what is happening anymore with this guy? I mean, seriously. I don't even know what this is supposed to be or supposed to resemble anymore. Like before when him and April on the show, or even him and Matt, to a certain extent, him and Corey, more specifically, like, at least it was like, okay, you're doing something, and then like you're sticking out an offering plate at the end and like dancing, and okay, maybe we'll give you like $2 because we just pity you. Now it's just like, I don't even know what you're trying. Like, what is it that you're doing? What is it that you're doing? It's bad. Really just god awful bad over at Steel Toe World. I'd rather be Jake Hudson. I'd rather be Jaruski. What's his name? Girox, as Chad Zumach calls him. That's a fucking
fact.
I'd rather be Girox than Aaron. Jeff Gloser member for 20 months. Blade, are you picking up Ray on the way to the Oasis concert? Maybe hit Coldplay next time. When's the Oasis concert? Is it tonight? Is Bob Levy going to be there? Ray will never. The only time Ray will ever be within 50 feet of me is in Atlantic City, and that's just because I have to be. I'm getting paid to be around Ray. But it's outside of that, man. No. I'm not picking up Ray. I don't want to die, man. I don't want to be his next, victim. God forbid. I might call Ray at the end of this show. You're sick, Jeff Gloser. You're a sick man. You know that? Thank you for the 20 months.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Kudos to Jeff Gloser. Let's keep watching.
Fine for it. So I think even if you hate the steel toe, I think you can still celebrate. You can still celebrate a little bit today because I'm not proud of how we're getting down there. That's for sure. 45 away. Help us out. We'd really appreciate it. The White House has officially sent the Marines.
He daps himself up. He gives himself a fucking dap.
45 away. Help us out. We'd really appreciate it. The White House has officially sent the Marines down to the Marines. Not supposed to send Trump has declared the cartels. If the cartels
they'll do a bullshit
but
it's not even a story. It's literally just a headline.
They're going to be able to keep up with and fight the cartels.
The whole mill in rough shape. Think about the coming up into your backyard.
And everybody that's on the board is like, hey, let's get in here now. I feel like it's one of those things where you're dissuaded just from the visual alone. And apparently we needed to get things this bad to realize we have to do something, and now we have to overcorrect. But there you go.
Boys, that's going to be wild. How long it would take our military to clean out the... Near Rumsfeld, when they asked him about how long the Iraq War would take, that was the line. And, in the least. $45 away.
Come on now.
5, 10, 15. It did not age well in...
Ready?
The least.
Drum roll, please.
$45 away.
Come on now.
5, 10, 15, 20 at a time. Let's get it out of there. I'll go till 11 if we get to 0. Come on, boys and girls. Here's some text.
Oh, wait, you're going to do another 20 minutes if I give you... Okay, all right. Where do I sign?
You stuff inflatable F puppets with penis on the regular. That is not true. This person says, Mersh claims that he doesn't beg as much as you do. I disagree. Your
Listen to
thoughts?
this.
I disagree, too. We have a set goal that we need to make every day. It only changes downward. It doesn't go up. If Mersh has a bad day betting, he begs people to send him $50.
You beg people to... I mean, what is going on anymore? I mean, we do not live in reality. Look at this. Whatever text message came in here, it really crossed this man's wires. Look at this, huh?
What is... Mersh has a bad day betting. He begs people to send him $50.
Damn. SP's not coming over to you. She's not giving me, not bringing the goods tonight. What is this face? Looks like he just got a text from his credit card company that he's 3 months behind or something.
What is this? Breaking news. I'm from KROC. Come move to Rochester where you can get your high V cakes and host a morning show on radio every day.
Oh, it was a troll.
I have a hard time believing that the person from KROC would be trained. Says the Army has been there. We're talking to this country, epic fentanyl. Turn it around. I kind of hate that attitude. I feel like that's kind of the, to do anything. Might as well just keep the status quo going.
So
I think what Trump showed in his first...
People are like, well, we can't do anything.
Okay, now watch. Johnny's going to try to input his 2 cents. Watch how disinterested Aaron becomes.
You want it bad enough, you can turn things
If you're willing to work on it, you can do some shit. And if the people are like, well, we can't do anything, I don't have any ideas on what we can do, so let's do nothing. If you do something and those people still don't have an idea, and it turns out work...
Are we boring you? Are we fucking... I mean, he can't even hide his emotions anymore. I'm sorry. Is your co-host trying to be engaging and entertaining? And then when he does, this is the face you give him?
I don't have any ideas on what we can do, so let's do nothing. If you do something and those people still don't have an idea, and it turns out work gets done.
Again, if I was a co-host on a show and the host was doing this, I'd be like, fuck you, bro. But see, Johnny has no... It's either he has no spine or he really needs $60 a day. I don't know what it is. But to put up with this day in and day out for multiple years, I mean, is wild.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes left until 10:30.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes
do something,
left.
And those people still don't have an idea, and it turns out work gets done.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes left until 10:30. I said if we got to 0, we'd do a full hour. Get that $45 knocked out, and I'll put another half hour on the clock. If we don't, I'll wrap it up at 10:30. I'll take my $45 loss like a man, and I'll understand that Steel Toe probably needs to go another way to find a little extra cash, if you will, because the audience, the message is clear. There's too many shows. There's too many shows, and we're just getting a few too many misses.
45
nowadays.
bucks.
More so than we used to.
The guilt trip.
If you knock out that last 45, we'll call it a win for the toe. We'll go till 11 o'clock. If we don't, I'll just I'll sulk away at 10:30. I'll admit defeat, and I will try to adjust to what the message the kids are sending us. $45 away.
What
Get in there with your
kids?
5s, your 10s, your 15s, your 20s. That does mean you. I do want to check this video out.
That means
This
me.
is just a
Oh,
little
in that
gossip
case. Yeah, let me give you some 15s.
thing. The rapper, and they had an argument about looking at. It's over.
Looking at your if you're
Forget it. Let me read one message. That means I won't let you read all my messages, but I'll let you read one. That means
Right,
you're
but-
both sexting.
Oh, like I hate that different rule for me than the thing.
Yeah.
If you're checking everybody else's phone, put yours out there.
Here's the general rule. Just stop looking at everyone. Mind your own. It's all their message. No people. You know who deletes all their messages? Please, God damn it. Please finish this thing off. We're $40 away. Let's start the week with a win. Another win for the toe. We've got a minute or two. We got till the end of this story, basically. Throw in $40. Let's do it, guys. Come on. I want to start this week with a win. $40 isn't a bad loss. We got it down to a manageable figure, but fuck, it's demoralizing to lose, and we're doing it at least once or twice a week now. So, not a good look for the toe. So, help us out. Help us out. Help us out. Help us out. Let's hit that $40 before we finish this clip, and then I'll go till 11. If you let me why don't you just say just go? I don't want you to read my messages. It's my phone. It's private. It's just a thing I have.
All right, let's just wrap this up
psychotic.
here.
He's the crazy.
This is crazy. Because it's wild. Like he started like this on Monday, and by Monday night after he hit a goal and then hit another goal, it's the best week ever for the toe. The toe can't lose. So I just need people to see this again, because you just get guilt tripped out of your fucking. It's really the most bizarre shit I've ever seen in my life. People are just guilt tripped and they're giving this guy fucking 15s a day.
That told you a bit. $35. What are you gonna do
anyway? And I have to use the restroom.
I'll head.
There we go.
That told you a bit.
I love this, but I'm gonna have to go.
Well, this has been fun, but gonna have to split out of here.
Anyway, and I have to use the restroom.
I'll head out too. I'll head out too. I look pathetic at this point. We missed by $35.
Oh, 4 hours, 33 minutes, and 51 seconds. Now you look pathetic. Gotcha.
What are you gonna do? We did an extra 30. $35 isn't gonna kill us. We're not gonna die from missing by $35.
I mean, you would have fooled me. You're doing drum rolls. You're going blah, 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 blah. I mean, you seriously would have fooled me, man. So which is it? Do you need the 40? Do you not need the 40? Is the 40 going to kill you? Is the 40, if you don't get the 40, you're going to be homeless by the end of the night? I mean, which is it?
We did an extra 30. $35 isn't going to kill us. We're not going to die from missing by $35. It's more, what do you call it? It's
I don't know.
Morale. It's a morale
What do you
thing,
call it? A morale thing?
Turd Burglar says another win for Jeremy, and Aaron doesn't do the extra 30. Another win for the Jews. Happy Holocaust Day. I would agree with that. It's another win for the Jews today. God bless. Hey, if you feel like loosening your pockets a little bit today, throw us a couple bucks. Otherwise, we'll see what we can do this evening as the toe fails again. Take it easy, everyone. Back again tonight at 7.
Wow. So that was Monday, and I think we're going to just wrap up Steel Toe with this short little 4-minute clip here. POTUS Felonius says, kudos, good show.
Kudos
as always.
to Win by 2 Radio.
Thank you, POTUS. We'll go, I want to do this 4-minute Steel Toe clip from today. Actually, I'll probably just save that. I think because Steel Toe refuting Nick Rekieta's claim. Okay, yeah, because I want to do Rekieta stuff tomorrow, so that'll be perfect for then. And I'll probably just save this mountain stuff too, Joey C as well. I want to see what's going on. Rob Saw's live. I want to tune in live to Roberto Saw. And is Gino still alive, or did he fucking leave? Let's see. Gino Bisconte is still alive. All right, let's first go in with Gino. Let's see what's happening. Thank you one more time, POTUS, for the 2. Let's see. I think we're going to get out of here right after we snipe
I love that game.
a little.
I love that game.
But it
do we got?
doesn't draw
14
fans to watch it because it's competitive. It's just
people
there's
watching
nothing
the show.
on. I'll put this on.
And yet we watched it for fucking 20 minutes.
Did one
16
of you have
now.
this idea, or was this someone
Gary
else's?
Biscayne.
No, it was
This was your really awesome
Gary
idea, where
Kill all the
Biscayne.
Jews and one
Instead of-
clown. Why a clown? Nobody cares.
Yeah,
about
$35. He has a
It's an old Hitler
meltdown.
joke.
Mersh like strokes when he misses.
having the
Brax says Aaron has watered down
draft the way it is, where you have to be
world
the
view. He
shittiest team
thinks
in the league
elections are
to
real.
Have a good draft pick. They should take like the bottom.
You're not
6
wrong,
teams,
Brack.
Bottom 8 teams or whatever. They're in like a mini tournament for the number 1 draft.
Bluff Chatter says he has a nervous breakdown. It's every show. Every fucking show. All right, I'm already sick and tired with Gino. These guys, I mean,
you're in
really.
the bottom shit tier of teams, fine. But to get
Literally
the
just
number
going
one
to talk about football the entire time. All right, let's see what's going on with Roberto Saul, the hottest commodity. I heard this is where the Atlantic City after party is going to be. Ray DeVito, Chad Zuma, Kevin Brennan's going to be there.
You fucking hack.
I think I might stop by, say what's up to Rob. So I don't know. Is this is where the after party's happening, Bluff Chat? Are you going? Who else is going to AC? Johnny Blaze? I think Delco Lou's going. Are we going to Rob Saw's after? Let's see what Rob has to say for himself here. Robert!
To save my money for the shape up to meet up with some people at the Super Bowl.
We're going to do this and get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We'll be back on at some point tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm doing the John. Yeah, doing the gun. But I've been going to the gym every day. Even today after work, I went.
Bill from Jersey says, Gino loves Jameson. I'm bringing Boschetti.
Dr. Chow.
David Kahn says, great broadcast. Thank you,
Love
DC.
You, Rob, that's fucking gay.
Jay Tiger says, you know Aaron's blaming Johnny under his breath for missing the goal. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Did I send a vagina wrinkle to No, I did not. KB, what's up? How are you? KB is here. Hello. Love me some KB. And leather fancy.
What's he doing?
I heard about it. Nasty send me some DMs. Said it was epic. All right.
So is this like a new style of show here?
I can't interact too much.
Because Bob Levy does a style of show like this. A lot of people do they just read chats. Like that is the show. Like we're just going to read the chats. Not really bring anything to the table. We're just going to read chats. That's the show. Like, what is going on?
It is what it is.
How? I'm glad his green screen incorporated the word podcast behind. I was confused as to what this was. Thank you for clearing that up, Rob Saw.
Hello,
I thought this was a radio show.
And in case you
I
guys
stand
missed
corrected.
it on the last show, before Quadfather and his trashy BYB show, there used to be a show called The Ghetto Basement, and it was
sounds
this
riveting.
Other guy in a wheelchair named Owen, and he did a show with.
I don't mind, Rob, so I'm just checking in to make sure there's no animal cruelty happening, no bestiality happening, if you will.
Relationship with. The daughter was pregnant with her like 7th child or something like that by the 7th different guy.
Jesus.
Owen
sounds rad.
Fell in love with the daughter while she was pregnant, living with another
Talk about
guy.
a cum dumpster, am I right?
Apparently
Or
was
am I
gonna
right?
move in, wheel down and move in with Bobby Nick's daughter and her boyfriend. And he said he fell madly in love with her. And I guess the boyfriend was okay with it. I don't know what goes on. I don't live in that white trash world, but apparently things went awry.
You gotta love that. I don't know what's going on, but this is just what I heard. I don't know though. It's like
dumped Owen before they even had any sexual relations.
people like to talk shit, but not stand behind the shit that they talk.
And wheeled his way down. But this guy.
Tony Tiger says, "Win by 2. Your set looks great. Hopefully, you're talking about my studio, not my other set. If you catch my drift. The sound is great, and looking forward to the live stream of the event. Good luck, bro. Thank you, Tony the Tiger. I do appreciate that.
I just don't want weirdos down at my job. But anybody that calls somebody scared and then leaves a voicemail to their co-host,
He's like clenching his mic.
I would kind of keep it up. This is Owen, the guy that's been trashing me and says I'm scared of Chad Zuma. This is him.
Look at his gray. He's got one patch of gray
With
here.
her boyfriend and was pregnant by him, dumped Owen. This is Owen is the guy in the wheelchair.
Oh,
she
cool.
dumped him and told him not to come down. She was fine with her and her boyfriend.
No, you don't say.
So Owen called his
You don't
co-host, Bobby
say.
Nick, the father of this woman, and you know, got in his feelings a little bit. This is a guy that says I'm a pussy. Listen.
Over the bro. I need it so much.
Tony Tiger, thank you. Yeah, live stream Kill Kevin next Friday. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Chad's channel. There is a chance it is on my channel, but I still have to discuss that with Chad. And the new studio, my new studio, will be debuted on February 12th, or at least a new look. I call it a new studio, but it'll just be a new look and some new toys. Sky says he said he's not working on Super Bowl weekend, didn't he? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he took off. Rick Black as Doll's Eyes. All right, what is going on? What are we doing here, Rob? Oh, I'm sorry, Saturday. What did I say? Friday? Sorry, I got something. Yes, thank you, Reels. Thank you, beloved. I got something else going on Friday. Somebody's birthday. Next Saturday, February 8th, Kill Kevin. We'll be streaming either from my channel. Most likely it'll be Chad, but there is a chance it will be on this channel. Thank you. I stand corrected, Reels. Beloved.
Yeah, bro. And now my heart is broken over dumbass shit.
I mean, I don't even know what's going on. We're just playing DMs? Sweet. This is awesome. This is rad. Now this is a fucking show. Steel Toe, take fucking notes, dude. This is how you do a show.
Yeah, that's Owen, ladies and gentlemen. Owen.
Oh, okay. Owen, you say. God, I was confused. I thought it was Jake. Look at his face. Sob Rawl.
Yeah, that's Owen, ladies and gentlemen. Owen.
Oh, I thought it was
by
Joe.
Owen. Owen never even had sex with her. She was living with men when Owen was in love with
Fucking
her. And
Peter
Bobby Nick,
Griffin.
his co-host, was a dad, and I guess he thought that he was going to whisk.
Sean Daly
away
says, God, I hope it's on chat so we can get it taken down. Can't wait. Tampa slow.
She told him that she wasn't interested.
No, don't
And
get it
those
taken
were the
down.
Voicemails that Owen left.
Remember, I'm working it.
Her father. When he realized.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Real Media Player, and Happy New Year to the rest. I'm getting out of here. I mean, I can't with Rob Saul. Happy New Year to everyone, and hopefully everyone had a great time today. I'll be back on tomorrow at some point. Friday, we'll be going over everything from today and tomorrow and some of the other stuff I had. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Let's give a quick shout out real quick to everyone who helped support the show here today. I do appreciate that. It has been a very fun time, very fun show.
This has been a very fun show.
Very fun show, very fun week.
Shout out to Delco, Lou, Jeff Closer, Eva, thank you. Vince Griswold, Isaac Walmart, Coach Dayla, moderator Chris, Ma Tracy, Tone Traveler, shout out. Coach Aaron the Rat, J.E., The Kush King, Coach Aaron the Rat coming in a few more times. Los Federali, Skies in Neighborhood, D7876, Beloved Chatter, Noga, Jeff Closer, and POTUS. Felonious, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. This show cannot continue on without the support from all of you, so I do appreciate that. Don't let that go unnoticed. Until next time, just check back for a thumbnail. I don't know what time I'll be on, but it'll be at some point tomorrow. And we'll finish up and set you up for a great weekend. 8 more days till Kill Kevin. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, whatever time of day it is. Some people are fucking in China listening to this tomorrow. They're listening to the Thursday show on Friday, which is kind of trippy. But it's been a blast. Thank you so much. I've been your host, Blade. Happy New Year one more time. Happy Kwanzaa. Make sure you're shopping for your Halloween costumes. Get those bought now and taken care of now. So by the time Halloween does come up, you already have your costume and you're not paying an arm and a leg for a Fred Flintstone onesie. All right? This has been a blast. Unfortunately, we have to go. It's been fun. It has been fun. Tom Chostrom's going to take us out on a message like he does every show. Big Red.
No, hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being here. Pretty solid effort all around, I would say, mostly from Corey and I. Luke had some good points. But all in all, a good show. Thanks for everybody for being here. Let's call it a night.
Thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night. Stay safe. Keep your head down. And we'll see you on the other side. Until next time, this has been a fucking blast. I'll see you on the other side. Stay black, my friends. Peace.
That's all, folks.